a Thursday off and not be off on that Friday felt weird. So I was like, let me try and get this Friday and Saturday off to have a 5-day weekend. And I got
So
approved. I was like, let's go.
so with that 5-day weekend, by the time that it's done, how many hours you think you're gonna put into Daybreak?
Man, I don't fucking know. All I know is I'm bringing back OG Riga. We know life in it.
Oh man.
We popping whatever the fuck we need to. We might pull it all night or somewhere in there. Who knows?
So
Wow.
you'll have the game beat in a month instead of 7 months this time.
Right.
I don't know,
It's
man.
just-
Like, how long does it take to get the platinum in Daybreak? Do you know?
I think it's the
As
easiest
far
thing
as
to
I
do for
heard,
Daybreak.
as far as
Yeah.
we've been talking about, it's a lot less tedious. Like they're like, oh yeah, you don't have to collect everything. Just collect most of this. You don't have to scan anything anymore. Like I heard the platinum isn't nearly as crazy as the previous ones.
How do you feel about that? Like, cause I heard some people say like platinums are easy to get nowadays, and they're no longer hard.
With me
I
not
think
being
it's
really
good for a
a crazy trophy guy anymore, I'll just like casually get them here and
Ah,
there. I'm fine with it. I'm completely fine with it.
ah, man.
I'm fine with it. I'll push in line with it.
Lord?
We can be on a 3-hour time difference.
Ooh.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Let's see. All right, and we are live. What's up, everybody? How's
We've been
the
live
chat?
for like 5 minutes, Shadow. Jesus Christ.
It's been like 2
Have
minutes.
we?
It's more like 2 minutes. Not
It's
even.
been yeah. It was only what he said he was going live. He didn't actually go live.
Yeah, cause I honestly like was looking for the screen for YouTube so I could actually hit go live, because you gotta hit go live twice.
Yeah, streaming on
It's
YouTube.
insane.
Happy Poppies Day, poppies.
Everybody happy Father's Day, and shout out to the people that are not fathers at the same time too.
Mm.
Cause there are some.
You realize
father.
there is no like regular person day.
Regular person day.
Meaning you're not
single person
a
day?
mom, you're not a dad.
It's the
Just
only day
like-
of the year that men get appreciated. You
What
gotta
do you mean?
have
What do you mean?
offspring.
Listen. Pride Month. Pride Month is for everyone, guys.
So wait a minute,
Yes.
why did
Stop
Pride Month
this.
have to come into Father's Day? I feel like Father's Day is already out there fighting
Oh
for
no.
its life.
Oh no.
I ain't
Oh,
touching
no.
that.
All of a sudden,
Notice how Father's Day, Pride Month, and Men's Mental Health Month are all on the same month. What is society trying to tell you?
Oh man,
BK.
I'll let you come to that conclusion.
Lord. I just know that it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I hope you went out there and you called your father, talked to your father. You know, if he didn't come back with the milk, then don't be too mad at him.
I said happy
Shout out to
Father's Day.
Drake for getting the Euphoria reference.
I text my father Happy Father's Day. He left me on red.
He left you unread?
He left me on red.
Oh,
Said who
unread.
does?
Oh man.
Crazy. Why don't he want me, man?
Honestly,
Bro, listen to literally what Ricky said.
I honestly was
I'm
trying
just
to
a few other
get,
things that we can't repeat on stream, but
I was trying to get my dad an Xbox Series X for Father's Day. I was trying to get it on.
Why would you do that to him?
Well, no, he
You hate his dad. Crazy.
first of
What
all,
the fuck?
he already has a PS5.
Set that nigga up for failure.
He has a PS5
Jesus
already.
Christ.
That's first of all.
Okay. He's like, oh, you got a PS5. Let me make your life a little worse. Here you go.
Okay, so, second of all,
crazy.
he wants to play Starfield. So there's only one way to play Starfield.
I mean that's going to
Once again,
multiplat soon, right?
You making that nigga life worse. That's like, oh yeah, I want to slice my throat. You're like, oh,
Oh
here's some
my
butter knife.
Oh
God.
my god.
Here you go. Why would you help someone?
That's
Come
the
on.
lies for giving you the government name.
Oh
Crazy.
My god. Oh man, calling me by my government name. That's really not fair. But nah, he wants to play Starfield, so I was like, I see if I can get that for him. But like, I couldn't make the deal work because I was trying to get the Xbox under a certain price with the friend of mine, but he said he couldn't do it. So I was like, all right,
Your
fine,
friends?
whatever. Yeah, couple.
Nice,
It's a nice thing to have, you know.
sick, dude.
Makes this
Yeah,
world
friends are your
easy.
friends are your lifeblood. You
Yeah.
can kill God with friends.
All right, what's going on, chat? How's everybody going? Silas, what up? Ace Dracon, what's up? Ricardo Belmont, what's goody in the hoodie? Kogan, what's good in the hood? What's good, everybody? What's going on? Bao's government name? I feel like it's...
It's Bao.
No, I feel like it's... It's like...
Pretty sure it's Daniel.
I feel like it's Larry.
All right, y'all really want to know? I'll tell you. It starts with an R and is Raymond.
You're a Raymond?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ace in the chat's fucking clawing his eyes out, bro.
Isn't it like Ronaldo or something? Something like that.
I mean, it could be Roland as well. Who knows? Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Lord?
Don't you fucking
Or
say it. I know what
Maybe
you're gonna
Ridge.
say. Don't you fucking say it.
Oh, yeah, that's Blake's name, right? Ridge Racer?
Crazy.
Fuck are we? All right, Bao's government.
Bao the
name
Met
is
King,
fucking
Ricardo,
Roshan.
yes, sir.
Shadow's name is Brandon. Riku's name is David.
Lord?
His name is David? Rico's name ain't David.
Hi, I'm David.
Wait, are
David
you
the Dickler.
I feel like
What?
Riku's name was Michael.
It is Michael, but it is
Lord?
also David. It's whatever you want it to be, honestly.
Wait, no, it isn't.
Oh, man.
NASA allows to drop in another government name with the last name this time.
What the full government name? My God.
Do you know
Wait,
this
who
man?
does
Does he have that?
Wait, you dropped my full government?
Yep.
Whole thing.
Crazy.
You might have your social, too. You better watch
You
it.
might have your address too. It's gonna be like 555
Man, oh,
Georgia
man.
Road.
I knew I shouldn't trust that freaking Amazon Echo show.
Ooh,
They
oh,
should be
man.
turning in the night looking at me. I'd be like, what you looking at?
I feel like they are definitely listening to you, no matter what.
Now they watching you.
My girlfriend will not let us put a Google Home in our bedroom, and I'm like, our phones record literally everything that happens anyway. So like, what is putting a Google Home so we can listen to Spotify in our bedroom? What's the problem?
That's easy. It's always listening. Yeah, phones are always listening anyway, so.
I was gonna say it don't matter. Listen, they gonna hear me clapping these cheeks, and then they gonna say nice. All right.
All right, guys. Hope everybody's been having a good weekend so far. Hope everybody's been gaming. I see a lot of people playing SMT V on the TL. We will get all into that very shortly. All right, let me make sure everything is good. All volume is great. Chat, let me know if we sounding good. If the mic is good, everything is copacetic vis-a-vis. Let me see. Yep, everything's down. Desktop audio is good. Alrighty. Let's see. Stream health is good.
Unlike mine.
Nah, your streams be looking pretty good, Blake.
No, I meant my health.
Oh, your health. Oh, well, that's a different case. That's a different case.
Thanks, bro.
I can't help you there, sir. I hope you see a doctor or something.
Nah, I'll be fine. I can tech it.
All right, good. We need you online for a long time.
All right, that's good.
Alrighty, let's see. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Welcome everybody to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 104. We are live on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else you listen to your podcast is at. We are there. All right, let's get down with these intros. It's been a while, but like we know we eventually come back after a while. We always do. If anything, it's a once a month affair. Sometimes I can make it, sometimes I can't. Other times, other people can't make it. Other times, it's just a chill Sunday, and we just feel like chilling. I don't know what it is, but yeah, let's start with these intros. Go ahead, Blake.
It is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, Westtown HD. Today, guys, we are feeling great. The vibes are good. The games are greater. We have got a good show for y'all today. SMT V is back, and it is so much better than what it once was. And yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. It's going to be good.
All right. Riku?
Ryu's one, the only one. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today on this fine Sunday? I hope we have a good episode for you. I don't know. You can't promise everything now these days, but we'll give it our best. And that's all I have for you.
All right, Bow.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the HPMP podcast. We appreciate you coming out tonight. Let's get into these topics. And yes, Nightwolf Q is still on Trails in the Sky, Chapter 1.
Oof.
Let's do that math real quick. There is 6 months left in the year. That is 3 Sky games, 2 Crossspell games, 4 Cold Steel games, 5 if
Reverie.
you count Reverie, which makes 10. And now, with Daybreak coming out, that is 11 games that are at the minimum
You also have
30
to
hours
remember-
long. At the minimum 30 hours long.
You
in
also
6
have to
months.
remember, we did include Nayuta as well.
Oh, we did. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
We said that last year. We're including Nayuta as well.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so sad.
It's gonna be a massacre.
There's no
I'm
way
telling
he
you,
can do
there's
this.
a reason he got a new job, y'all. There's a reason.
You better be saving up those paychecks and ready to pay out.
Mm-mm.
Well, wouldn't it be crazy if he just drops off the face of the earth? Like we just don't hear from this
The
man
last time
ever
we heard
again.
it from him.
Again, he closes down like all 6 of his YouTube channels. We never see him again.
Like he's gone from Twitter. You know, he just drops the Discord chat. It's like, oh, he's gone. Oh,
I hope y'all
I
all
just-
see
I said
now
that we
why I
made-
was so confident from the get-go. Because I know how
Bruh.
Q was built.
Bruh, Ace said that it was July, August last year when we made that bet. Oh my gosh.
damn, are you serious? July,
It's been
August,
a year.
and he still
It's
hasn't
been
been
no
in one
progress.
game. One game. And of
Remember,
course,
remember, Pelvic sneezed and had the Sky trilogy done.
Well, hold on, wait. Is that public information yet?
Yeah,
I think it
she
is.
has her video. She has her review.
Okay,
out.
all right.
okay,
Because remember,
yeah.
she got really upset the last time Bao leaked that
She
information.
got over it too.
Yeah. So
Go watch her videos if you played the Sky games.
and
I have played this guy game level.
it's crazy how like she goes through the games. Like she's not rushing through the games either. So I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
no, she beat him in the time. How long the beat said, you would beat him, which is like 20 to 30 to 40 hours.
And this man Q, it's crazy because in the beginning I was so backing Q. I was so ready to, show him my support and be ready, and then all of a sudden he's just dropping the ball. Oh well, I don't think he's willing to make a plea deal. Bao's not willing to take a plea deal, so it's just over for this man. All right, and you guys know me, Mr. JRPG Shadow. There's been 2 new videos in the past 2 weeks uploaded on the channel. Talking about Unicorn Overlord, which is just an amazing game. Love it, love
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
And what would be JRPG of the year so far? We are 6 months in, halfway across the year, so I decided to make a video about that. I was supposed to get up another video maybe a day or 2 ago, but kind of got mixed up in the whole Shin Megami Tensei V madness, and I decided to just go after that instead. But hopefully I have this new video that I'm going to be uploading sometime this week. It's halfway done. I just need to get around to sitting down and editing the video more. So, yes, we will be getting back to much regular uploads, and I need all you guys' support to make sure that, the videos perform well, because it's been a while. All right, so what is everybody currently playing at the moment? Riku, what are you out here playing? You rarely play indie games outside of Trail series nowadays, but what are you playing?
Yeah, I am currently and casually playing through the recent release of the Sly 1 on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. I'm like 1 trophy away from the platinum. They gave us a different trophy collection list than the PS3 HD remaster, which is cool. So you're doing a whole bunch of different stuff. I'd like to see more games do this. They definitely have like a nice handful of PS2 games that they could definitely do this with. It seems like a lot of people have been receiving it well. Sony says as far as they've seen the sales from it, they definitely want to continue to push these out. I heard from someone, correct me if I'm wrong, but I did hear from someone that they said, yeah, Sly 2 is coming in October, and Sly 3 is first quarter of next year. So that's good for Sly and Sucker Punch.
I thought it
like,
was.
oh, yeah,
I thought it was Slide 2 was August, and then the other one was November.
something like that. Like I said, I'm not
But
entirely
either
sure.
way,
but
I'm pretty sure they're coming.
yeah,
Regardless.
yeah, it's good. It's good for the Sly people, because the only way to play Sly prior to that was via the PlayStation Now, which a lot of people didn't want to do. So it's good that it came here, and the rewind feature is amazing. I was abusing the living shit out of it to the point where the game crashed. But I feel like in order for you to get to that point, you would have to like be rewinding. I must have rewinded like 70 times on one part. It was for a time trial, but on just playing the game casually, there's really no reason to use it. But it's great to have it for those moments. And yeah, I'm like one trophy away from it. I should have that platinum in like a couple of minutes. But yeah, all I've been playing is and some Resident Evil 4. I'm still playing through that on the side. Been playing that extremely slowly. I might hop on it after I get the platinum.
All right, Blake, what are you out here playing?
Yeah, so what am I playing? I've been playing a lot of things. I recently got back to Animal Crossing, just playing casually. My family's all kind of gotten back to it, so I was like, let me get back into this. Let's see what I can do through some of these updates. So I was doing that. Of course, playing SMT V. But I was also playing... No, I forgot what it was. Helldivers. Yeah, Helldivers. Still playing Helldivers. Game is great. If y'all love spreading democracy, absolutely hop on. We just had a big update come out on Thursday, right before Vengeance came out, and they added a bunch of new content. Game is still super fun. And if y'all trying to dive at any point, just let me know. I am always willing to dive and spread that democracy for Super Earth.
I always wanted to get into Helldivers as well, but I don't know if I feel like playing that right
same.
now.
Yeah, definitely not with Daybreak so close. I can't do
it. Whenever you want to hop on, shout, just shoot me a message, bro. I'll be there.
But Bob, what are you out here playing?
So before SMT5 came out, my newest addiction is Total War Warhammer 3. Always wanted to try the Total War series, and I've been getting into painting miniatures and the whole Warhammer 40k universe. And because of that, I wanted to try the biggest Warhammer game, and that was Total War Warhammer 3. And it is ridiculous. The amount of content in the game, no two campaigns are the same. Very, very in-depth, big learning curve. And once you get it, it'll really hook you. Very, very good game.
So will you be playing more Total War?
I want to try Three Kingdoms next when I get the chance.
Maybe I'll be ready for that by the time you play it.
The games are multiplayer, but I've been playing single player only.
Oh no, I don't want to play multiplayer. Just playing it at the same time.
You said I want to play your ass.
Talk about it.
No, I'd be a very toxic online player in battles. I can already tell.
Jeez,
he's pretty toxic everywhere he goes.
I'm the most wholesome person you know. If you say otherwise, I'll choke you. Anyways,
my God.
And
all right. So pretty much just playing Shin Megami Tensei V at the moment. Like I said before, I was playing Unicorn Overlord. Really enjoyed that game. Probably one of the best, one of the better. Man, not one of the best. Maybe I don't know. See, I don't know right now if I'm replacing. I know, Bao, you're not gonna say it's not much or whatever. But I don't know on my personal list if I'm replacing Fire Emblem Awakening with Unicorn Overlord. I'm not so sure.
For what?
One of my best tactical games, because as of right now, Awakening is like probably my favorite tactical game, and I think Unicorn Overlord.
I'm resisting. Don't worry.
I can feel him holding his hand out and like trying so hard not to just. His hand is twitching right now.
But would it be better if I said maybe Three Houses instead?
No.
See,
the thing is, because you said tactical game, they're not great tactical games. They're great, just fan servicey, move here and kill things games.
Really? I will say about Unicorn Overlord. Like towards the end, maybe even towards the middle there, it became a little bit just send out my units to just kill things. Like I wasn't really thinking about much. For the most part, especially with the main unit with what's his name, Aelin? I don't know the main character's name. I forgot his name at this point, but his unit was completely stacked for me.
Elaine?
So he was Elaine. My fault.
He said Aelin.
Aelin. I don't know what I'm talking about, but his unit was just insane. We got another we got super chat.
The first super chat of the stream from Cranberry. Always showing out with a $50 super chat. Shout out to you guys being back. You are breaking stereotypes. I don't know how we break stereotypes. In fact, I think we reinforce them. But Cranberry, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cranberry. Appreciate this, the 50 big boy super chat. God damn.
Yeah, you might have to share that with us.
Lord have mercy.
We said this every time, Riku. It's never gonna happen. We're never getting paid.
Wait, what did you guys say? What? I didn't hear you guys. What y'all say?
Don't worry about it.
No, don't worry about it. We'll tell you when you're older.
We'll tell you when you're older.
All right, cool. Gotcha. I'm pretty old, but all right.
Lord.
But yeah, Unicorn Overlord, great game. Like Bao said. So Bao, what don't you? What was the issue with Unicorn Overlord for you at the end of the day?
I mean, I still love the game. It's just mainly lack of story. The game could have been like 20 hours shorter. And like you said, around the mid game becomes a bit of a joke.
Mid.
Yeah.
Still loved it though.
Yeah, like the story, honestly, I feel like they played it way too safe with the story at the end of the day. Like, it was pretty much light versus dark for the most part, or the way I put it in my video was that the curse of a certain game came over to this game.
Oh god.
So I was just like,
oh no,
it's literally the same thing.
It's just like, okay, fine. I don't know why, because like the story I kind of envisioned for this, because like if you're gonna play it this safe, what I was thinking of, maybe you have somebody that was taken from his kingdom at a young age, and now he's just out there fighting for his life, but it turns out he's the chosen one, he's the chosen unicorn bearer or some shit, and he wants to fight for everybody, but he doesn't want to get involved in the war, and he wants to. But eventually he has to get himself involved because he's the chosen one. He's the only one that can, take out Zendoira at this point. But like, that's not, like what I just said isn't even that great. But it would be better than the generic story that we got for the most part.
They said Unicorn Overlord feels like a downgrade after Triangle Strategy. Interesting take, Ace. But
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You putting Triangle Strategy over this, Bao?
Yes.
But
Triangle Strategy was the whole package. The only thing is lacking that this has is more customization for the player.
Oh no, Ace is mad in the chat. You
paraphrase
his words.
And then there's like a choice system in Unicorn Overlord that doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, you're allowed to recruit this person or kill this person. It's like, well, what does it do if I don't bring this person with me? Nothing. So
you get crappy items sometimes.
So exactly, it
becomes very defunct very early on.
It's like, why? Well, why did you even give me this? And with Triangle Strategy, for that, I would say eventually down the line, like the choices became stupid. Like towards the end, the choices was just there just to be like to have the name of Triangle and have the name of three choices. That's how I felt to a Triangle Strategy. But I will say Triangle Strategy was definitely a little bit more challenging. Because Unicorn Overlord only really was challenging like in the beginning when you fought the main boss, because the main boss was in the beginning, and then the final boss was a little bit like I actually had to pay attention to how the battle was going. But
see, that's one of the things I loved about Triangle Strategy. Every battle I had to think, and like I came very close to a lot of game overs. I was very engaged with it. But I was never cruising through the game.
But I also feel like Unicorn Overlord giving you all that freedom was like, it was both a double-edged sword. Because sometimes I honestly felt like it gave you way too many options to tackle things that people would either use them or they didn't use them. But maybe there's a lot of casual people playing, so they don't really want to get too down and deep into the mechanics.
It's funny you say that because that's how I'm feeling about SMT 5 Vengeance. Because I've been watching a lot of casual players play it, and we can touch on this more when we get to it. But I've had several people like message me like, "Is this game feel a lot easier to you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it does." But I'm seeing like newcomers struggle like it's the hardest game ever. Yeah. But my thing is, the game gives you so many tools to break it in half. If you're not like cruising through the game, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, maybe these games are made for casuals, and the deeper stuff is just for us if we feel like doing it. All right, so since we were on Shin Megami Tensei V. Let's talk about Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance. Let's talk about this game that came out that everybody, including me, seemed to have loved. But then when we got a little bit further into the game, realized that story and characters weren't exactly there. And Atlas being the true Atlas people that they are, I guess you could say, came out with this re-release enhanced version. We know Atlas does this for almost every game nowadays for that they put out. It's gonna
Every
be
game that's successful.
true, because they didn't do it with Soul Hackers 2.
Not gonna see a Soul Hackers 2.5.
No, you are not. Even though
Another big one they didn't do with.
even though I would be interested in that, to be honest.
Would you? I'm sure you would.
I kind of would be interested to see that, but
Actually, would too, just because the game had a lot of potential.
yeah. But yeah, and just like Metaphor's coming out in October, and you know there's gonna be a enhanced version of that game down the line. But it's just Atlas RPG. Shut up and take my money. So, and here we are once again. Well, that's like how do you put it, Riku? The Atlas ass eaters. Is that how you so gracefully put it? But
Eating the ass, man.
Hey,
Eat the dookie.
Hey, man. Some would say you're a Falcom ass eater, but. That's either here. That's neither here or there.
Falcom fuck boy.
I've heard Falcon fuck boy. I'll take it.
Oh man.
At least I'll own up to it.
So were we all really so interested to play this game over again? Because I don't think Bao. How many times did you play the original Bao? You played it what, once?
1.5.
1.5. What about you, Blake?
I pretty much rolled credits and then didn't come back.
It didn't come.
But that's mainly just because I wanted to move on to other games. The main reason I was excited to come back to is because I love the gameplay of 5, and if the story was still bad, I'd just skip all the cutscenes. I still love the gameplay loop, the exploring, the fusing. I still love that Megaton formula. Just the story was just shit.
Yeah. The story was my biggest contingent with it as well. Somewhat with its gameplay, only for I think they actually fixed it in Vengeance. I'm not sure. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. But the leveling system and how levels work, because as SMT vanilla SMT 5, if you were like 5 or 10 levels below, there ain't shit you can do against a boss. Like you need to grind, no doubt. But now it's like maybe if you're like 5 levels, maybe 6 levels below, you can actually do something. I don't know. I heard.
And do you think this is for the better or for the worse?
It's for the better, honestly, because you should be, because that's how it's been in all SMT games for the most part. Maybe you could be a couple of levels down and you can still find a way to fight a boss if you got a good team composition. But in 5, vanilla, it was just like, no, you need to level up, point blank, period, end of story. And I think I tried that recently. I tried to beat a boss, not recently. I think it was a couple of months back, where I just went back to it. I fought a super boss in vanilla SMT5, and I just couldn't do it because my level was just... My strategy was sound, but I was just getting hit for so hard that I couldn't survive at all. If I just leveled up a few levels, it would have been fine. But it almost made it impossible to do it otherwise. But I hear in SMT5 they kind of fixed that. I'm sorry, Vengeance, they kind of fix it. So, let's start off with Blake. What are you thinking about the game? You and your 10-hour live stream that you went through?
Yes, sir. Streamed it for 10 hours on Friday. It was great. It's very much so far, it's like you can kind of see the little bits that they've like changed in the beginning. I think Atlas said that the beginning is going to be really similar to base 5. The paths will start out very similar and then diverge. I haven't seen any like massive diverges yet, but I know they're coming. Yeah, so far it's been great. I've been really liking my time with it. I'm going for a strength build this time. I did magic build my first playthrough, so I wanted to switch it up this time. It's been great. The human party members, I don't think that's a spoiler because they've been shown in trailers, but human party members being here are great. Pretty sure that was a thing in 4, and I don't think it was a thing in 3. There were no humans in 3, right?
Every SMT is sub 3.
Okay, so yeah, I really like it because they're really useful. They can use items. They have like their own like little skill pools, and I really like that aspect of it. But yeah, no, so far I've been having a great time with it. This game running at 4K 60 is perfect, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Hold on, sir. Aren't you playing on Switch?
I am, but I was just saying in general.
Oh,
you know, 4K 60 is just gorgeous.
Okay, that is true. At 4K, it is gorgeous. Bao, what are your thoughts on this enhanced version of Shin Megami Tensei?
So far, this is pretty much everything I was asking for in the original. I'm at level 40, just got done with the second area, and things are getting very, very interesting. You actually seek like, well, okay, like Blake said, you have your human party members now. Because of that, they actually join you on the journey this time, and because of that, they actually react to the things going around them. So you actually get to see their thoughts on the events happening. There's two characters in particular who didn't have much of a character at all in base SMT5, which is the siblings, Yuzuru and Miyazu. They are infinitely better this time. They actually have motivations, and I'm very curious to see where the story's in. And just everything I want in base SMT5 so far, this is. And also, of course, you have the gameplay improvements like the Magatsu rails and all that. The sky view's been pretty good.
Great.
I am not a fan of the reduced difficulty. I wouldn't have cared if I could pick hard mode now, but I can't. So, yeah, I'm just cruising through the game. But overall, yes, I am loving it. I'm glad I can finally say I really like SMT5.
Okay, all right. Yeah, for the most part, for me, I'm really enjoying it as well. I did not think I was gonna get it, but I think I brought it to the hype and just said, "Fuck it, let me just go get it as well." Really enjoying all the enhanced features that they have here. From battle themes are you got some new battle themes.
Oh, all the new music is so good,
bro. The last boss battle I did might be my new favorite song in the game. That was hype.
Damn. See, yeah, there was never a problem with SMT5 when it came to the music. That shit slapped. I used to use that shit to just like at the gym and just go hard. Damn.
Oh yeah, no, I loved all the music. There were some people that saying they didn't like the soundtrack, but I could not be.
I will almost put this on the level of 4 now. I always thought 4 was better, but with these new tracks, this might be up there with 4. Same composer, by the way.
Oh, it is interesting. Okay. Like the new gameplay additions, like having the human characters was always nice. They're really good. So it's not like you're missing a demon. They should be enough to replace a demon that you might have had in vanilla SMT5. Some of the new the demon negotiations having like a quiz or something like that.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah,
I actually love that.
Bro, there's been some fucking hard, like there was one that's a skull and it's like, who is that? It's like, oh, that's Lao, easy, or low or whatever, and then it zooms back out and it's like, nope, it's the skull that hangs out beside Mermaid, and it's like, the fuck.
I have not failed one of those yet. The one I came close because it was like a horse, a horse riding demon, so it was like either Barrett or Valkyrie, and I was like, I can't tell who that is just from the horse's leg, but I guessed it right.
They showed me the back of a demon's head. It was just hair. And I was like, oh, fuck, oh, shit. So I was like, I don't know what this is, but I can't remember what the options were, but it was Lamia. And I was like, oh, yeah, because she has a snake body. Too bad I could only see the back of her fucking head.
So yeah, all that new enhancement is pretty good. The demon hunts, or the area where you could talk to.
Oh, I forgot to talk about those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good as well. There are some interesting conversations there, but I find myself kind of fast forwarding through it sometimes.
I will disagree with that statement.
Oh, well.
But I also like fast forwarding. I love the Demon Hunt conversations, but I've always been someone that likes SMT and Persona because of the mythological figures. So I like the demons themselves and the lore behind them. So I love reading all that stuff.
Okay. All right, I probably gotta do a little bit more to see what's up. So there are definitely new quests around here because there were there were definitely like there was a rabbit that was looked for a demon or something like that.
Yeah,
hair of
quest, bro.
Yeah, so good amount of new quests around here. What else is great about this new enhanced version?
There's also new passive abilities for demons, which is way overdue for the series.
All right, yeah. Also with the demons, aren't there like their base skills are a little bit like higher? Like they'll come with Agi +1 or Agi +2 or something like that. I don't remember that being the case in vanilla.
Pretty sure it was there.
It was there? Oh, okay. I feel like you had to actually do something to get like +1 or +2 to some skills.
They also have like I feel like that they added like a shitload more like of the Magatsuhi skills, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's also combo skills now.
Right.
I still haven't figured out how to get those. I assume you just need the demons, but I can never remember what demons have what.
Yeah, is that like you need a hunt
it's
demon,
not,
you need a
I mean,
Yoma?
I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb, but I don't really feel like it's very intuitive.
Yeah, it's probably to a point where if you're probably playing on hard, you're probably gonna want them, but
I mean, like I triggered one, but it was weird because I needed to have Neko Mata, Neko Shogun, and Kate Sith, but like Kate Sith and Neko Shogun are like level 5 and Neko Mata's 35. So like, why would I deploy them?
That is true. Yeah, there's be no reason for that. Unless you want to level them up, you can level them up. Use the DLC. Just level them up, sir.
I literally could, but at the same time, I just don't want to use a Neko Mata to get Sith to the end of the game.
I'm sure Cage will do that for you.
Yeah.
Also,
as his favorite demon.
Also,
she does have leggings.
She does. Also, with all the graphical improvements, where this game was stuck on the Switch, I gotta give it to it. I think I said it in my own review a while back that it was impressive that the game was on the Switch to begin with, because the scope of the game, and considering it ran, I think it ran at 30.
Yeah, it was 30, and it didn't really drop very often, or if at all.
So considering the scale, the quote unquote,
it was a decent port for what it was. Yeah,
it was it ran pretty fine, and then having this on a glorious PC, running at 120 FPS. Oh my god, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Oh my goodness, it's so. Is
the PC port good? Because I know like some Atlas PC ports have been spooky.
It is flawless so far.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems with it at all. No issues, and I heard it has de novo, so I don't know.
It was Strikers you were having an issue with on PC at launch, Shadow? Persona 5 Strikers?
Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was Strikers. Yeah.
I don't think you had any issues with Soul Hackers.
No, I have any issues with that. No, that was fine.
Yeah.
So yeah. So great. Thank God it's on PC. It's great. I kind of low key want to wait to play a little bit more. Maybe give it like a week or two for a certain reason. Anybody can guess what that reason is?
He's got mods. He's waiting for the big boob Idun mod. Y'all on the HDMP chat that one time. Y'all remember that? His fucking albino was like black hair, and Idun's boobs were bigger than her head. I fucking hate this guy, bro. I just found Idun and her side quest again, and I'm like, damn, I forgot your titties are not that big. Her fucking ass cheeks were swelling, bro.
I need the mods, because I feel like I'm gonna beat the game before the mods come, and I think this is the last time I will play this game, because I'm treating this game.
What do you mean? You're not gonna do the Path of Creation like directly after?
The Path of Creation. I thought that. Wait. Oh no, that's the canon route, right?
Yeah. Canon route. Canon of Creation. No. What?
No.
I'm assuming we're all on the Canon of Vengeance, right?
100%. There's no way.
Yeah, easy.
I think Sosuke is the only one I know who picked Creation for some weird reason.
He said that there's specifically a boss in the Canon of Vengeance that you cannot do on a first playthrough because it will not unlock. You have to do it on New Game Plus.
I mean, if you care that much, cool. But
and he brave for that, because it would not have been me.
He also has the time. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, don't you have to like platinum? Don't you have to beat the game like 6 times to platinum it anyway?
I think it was
there's 6 endings, I believe.
That you just have to, I think at a certain point you have to save scum, but I'm not sure where, because if this is like other SMT games, like it's your choices you make throughout that would decide that. I mean, base 5 was just at the end of the game, what do you want to do? But
yep.
I'm not sure if they changed that for Vengeance. I'd assume so if they're trying to make it more in line.
They better.
Well, I mean, Sosuke's not the type of person to go for a platinum anyway, so even his reason for that is like...
I don't know, bro. Like, I'd love to have the platinum on paper, but man, I just don't think I'm built for this platinum.
Oof.
Really? I feel like you've done harder.
See, but I'm getting old, Riku.
Lord?
This man like 22. He said he getting old. Goddamn.
22, bro. I'm like 26, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm halfway to 50, which is halfway to 100.
Jesus Christ.
Lord? The way he broke that down to make him sound like he's like this old ass nigga.
That's what happens when you reach your late 20s. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go. Oh my god, it's gonna suck. And then eventually it comes and goes. It doesn't matter anymore. So what else about this game that I am loving? I already talked about that glorious 120 FPS that I'm loving. Probably the main reason I'm playing it. Let's see. Well, all the story enhancements, we already know about that. The new demons that they're coming, that I've dubbed the God Hand, pretty much.
The God Hand.
Yeah, for the most part, aren't they trying to awaken somebody?
So far that we know of, yeah.
Yeah. So isn't that what the God Hand tried to do in Berserk?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, see? So they're pretty much the God Hand. But yeah,
I mean, isn't that what the Akatsuki tried to do with the Ten Tails? I mean, like, see how broad
I
this
mean, it's a
term
pretty
is?
common bad guy objective. I'm just saying.
true. But I like God Hand because of the way they look all weird and shit, just like the God Hand.
They look
As they
all weird
said,
and
the
shit.
Kadishtu got me acting unholy.
Venishu? Who the freak is
That's her name, the Kadishtu.
Oh, the Kadishtu. Oh, yeah, the Kadishtu. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting that skill to do that much. What was that skill called? Temptation of something? And it charms your entire party? Like,
Bro, I was charmed. My hands were charmed. My dick was charmed.
Maybe I just got lucky,
charmed.
but all my allies just acted normal and I killed her that turn.
Yeah, no, you got extremely lucky. I just want to point that one out. You can go back and look at my stream. You got fucking lucky.
Yeah. She actually got me. She actually got me the first time around. I wasn't expecting for that fight to come up, and I wasn't even healed. Then
She is like a big, stupid, sexy Zubat, just fucking spamming
Zubat.
Confuser.
Lord.
Okay.
So she's Rouge.
Rouge the Bat.
God damn it, Riku! Stop!
What?
We're live.
I would
You
say
set yourself up for that one.
I would say Lilith is more like Rouge or the Force Sister.
Okay.
Yeah, the Foreskin Sisters.
Consider me sold.
The foreskin. What? Oh, okay. All right.
The Nail Sister, though, that's all you, Blake.
Jesus.
The who?
So
One with the nails.
No, wait, the one that was like eating eyeballs?
Yeah, her.
Oh, hell
all
no.
you, bro.
Nah, you're not leaving me with that. No, you will not wingman for me. I'm not interested.
I don't know, Blake. You
You're
kinda-
pissed
Just
off.
gotta put a bag over the head.
You can pass that on to Shadow. You know he likes it when they bite.
yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad feature.
LP
it's not
Guardian
bad
in the
feature.
chat.
Oh wait, Q's in the chat.
Q's in the chat, but he's not here. He better be finished up a Trails game. That's all I gotta say.
He dropped a message in the
Oh, he did.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
telling us that unless you don't mind him using his phone, and I'm not entirely sure what is he alluding to, if his phone audio quality.
It sounds like he's
be
laying
that
in
good.
bed. So it's fine. You can leave him.
It's cool. It's cool.
Also,
It's
this is
all
your
good,
gameplay, Shadow.
Yeah. What happened?
I know you did not just miss his Nigi Mitama like 3 times when it was standing still.
Also, you named yourself
Crazy.
Brandon, and you'll never beat these allegations.
I'm pretty sure I put my at least my first.
Who wants to
name.
worship a god named Brandon? Come on now.
Me.
I mean, there's Brandon Sanderson. He is a god. Have you not seen the video? Brandon
All
Sanderson
right,
is your god.
Riku. Okay, Riku.
You set yourself up for that one.
Did I?
Yes, you did perfectly.
But yeah. Anyway. What was I gotta say next? You guys be throwing me all over the place. Yeah. Okay. So mostly for Bao for the most part, maybe even Blake as well. So why exactly when Vanilla came out and we were all a good amount of us were calling out Shin Megami Tensei for some of its stuff after we played the game. We said it had problems. We said the story was a little bit said the characters were a little bit Why do we think we had Defenders back in that day when we have this game?
I will tell you why.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I can
One,
tell you why too.
Switch fanboys. 2, newcomers that don't know any better. There you go. 'Cause I saw
And
even
3,
comments now.
Atlas
People,
ass eaters.
that too. I'm seeing
Hey,
comments
didn't-
even now of people like, "Oh, SMT5 was my first SMT game. And I thought it was phenomenal." Yeah, because you have nothing to compare it to. If you play SMT4 and you play 5, you'll be like, "What the hell is this?" In terms of story and characters.
I'll tell you, bro. Those Switch fans, they be rabid.
I feel like even if you just played a couple of RPGs, you would know some.
I
of the
mean,
story
that
flaws here.
too.
Like I don't think you necessarily need to play SMT game to see that the story was bare bones here.
Well, the thing is, some people, like, I don't know how this rumor got started, but people that only played Nocturne and 5, which is a lot of people, they have this idea that SMT5 is just games with no story or little story, and that's never been the case. You can look at 1, 2, 4, 4 Apocalypse, any Devil Survivor, Digital Devil Saga, everything is not like 3 and 5. But for some reason, these people that only played 3 and 5 put this notion out there, so everyone just accepted it. Like, oh, stories aren't important in SMT. No, that's never been a thing.
Yeah, I would say like Nocturne was the only one that really lacked any type of story. But then again, Nocturne and SMT4 and Apocalypse were my only experience with SMT. Mainline SMT anyway. I never played the first 2 games.
Understandable. They're pretty archaic by today's standards. Even as a diehard fan, like I've been going back to play them somewhat recently before this in my spare time. Like they have not aged well in a lot of areas.
But and this is another thing that irks me about SMT5. It follows a lot after Nocturne because Nocturne's pretty much Western popularity for the most part, I believe. But would you had rather it followed more to SMT4 than Nocturne?
Yes, because this game was trying originally to just be what Nocturne was, and it failed in that. Instead of capitalizing what SMT4 was, which was already an improvement on Nocturne in many ways.
Exactly. So, I would say, could this be a case of the developers listening to, I guess, the fans a little bit too much?
Well, here's the thing. The developer of this game, he said this in an interview that he was just a fan of Nocturne, so he just wanted to make a game inspired by that. That was his main inspiration, so we got 5. And we can just assume they ran into some development issues, and then we got the product we did. And now they're rectifying that with this.
Okay. Fair enough. We got a Super Saiyan 3 Super Chat?
We got a Super Saiyan 3 Super Chat from Duo Beard saying, I'm sure someone has a bow baby. Happy Father's Day. He's probably not wrong. He's probably not wrong. With what I know, he's probably not wrong.
Bao got a kid running around out there. Bao, you're not like a stereotypical.
He got that sneaky link.
Yeah.
My name is not Raymond. Don't worry.
Man, oh man.
Lord
Catching them strays.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, no, I'm on screen. Sorry, go ahead.
So we think it's just a whole bunch of bullshit that people were defending Vanilla Nocturne, wow. Vanilla SMT5 for the most part, and the developers recognized it and they course corrected with this. But do you think even if there were no corrections needed for Vanilla SMT5 that we would have gotten this? Like an enhanced version? Because we see Atlas do it all the time.
That's a good question because, like I said, in that developer interview, he straight up said that the dev team felt disappointed in the original release, his own words, and that they wanted to rectify it. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know who is in charge of those announcements at Atlas. Like, can the devs just say, hey, we want to make a new thing? Or is that like a higher up decision? Like, oh, this is so good, so sell more.
Okay. All right. So, do we think that this game is going to do at least good for Atlas at the very least? Atlas?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw, this is like the most marketed Atlas game ever. It is insane.
Oh, damn, really? Holy shit.
They had a crossover with Slipknot. Like, everyone and their mom got early review streams and shit. Like, I've been seeing ads on just random sites I've been on.
They've been doing sponsored streams for YouTubers and streamers.
Wow, holy crap.
But they didn't give it to XQC. Damn.
What was the issue with SQC before?
He was playing Yakuza Infinite Welfare Guide.
Oh, you mean that guy?
Yeah. And he skipped all the dialogue and didn't know it was turn based, and he was waiting for the dude to hit me. Come on, man, hit me! And it's turn based, and he's just waiting for the guy
a giant
to swing
button
on him
on the screen.
That's sad. That was sad.
Yeah, people were clowning on Sega because they're like, this is not the target demographic. But people made a good point that it's because XQC's has such a wide audience, and you wouldn't think he would be the person for that it would reach a much wider audience than a YouTuber that actually covers that stuff because their audience is there for that.
I'm curious how like effective getting close to those people are, because I've been watching a few people who've never touched SMT play, and essentially the common consensus for their chat is like, what is this anime BS? Why they talk like that, etc., etc. U-turn based. So I'm curious how effective that is at like turning non-people, because I feel like if you have an interest, like even innately, it's already there, and like seeing someone play it may do it for you. But if you're just you set your mind to like, I'm not playing this is weird, is not going to do anything for you.
Right, exactly. And it's kind of crazy because even if you have somebody that's like, or if you had somebody like me or Pelvic or any one of us, and we had like over 100K subscribers, is that really going to do anything for the overall sales of the game because the people that are probably watching us, they're the ones already playing it. Who?
Yep.
Only if people like live under a rock and don't keep up with game news. Like, oh, the new thing I like is out. Which I've been finding there are a lot of people like that who actually don't keep up with social media stuff.
That is true.
Smart people, really.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like people just don't care, and like we're the only selective that actually care about the shit that's going on in the game industry. Like the vocal minority. So
Actually, real quick, one thing I also want to say because Ricardo made up a good point. He said Angry Joe doing Yakuza 0 increased interest a little for folks. I will say if the creator themselves is like visibly having fun and like, oh, you guys should
They
really
can
check
market
this
it.
out,
They
and you
can
can
sell
tell
it.
it's not forced and they're doing it just because like the company contacted them, then that can make an interest in people.
oh, okay. Yeah.
A good example is RDC and their freaking Avatar stream.
Dude, oh my gosh. They fucking
Have you seen that,
shut
Shadow?
off.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh.
Avatar.
So you know that
The Ubisoft
like,
game.
the Ubisoft
Frontiers of
Avatar
Pandora.
game?
Is it based on the movie?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a
Yeah.
Ubisoft game, and they had to sponsor a stream, and they were struggling so bad to pretend they liked it.
Wow.
It got so bad, Mark had to turn off his camera because he was laughing.
He turned off his camera and then had to pretend that his camera
He's
wasn't
like,
working.
yeah, the camera isn't working.
We're gonna finish this game off stream, chat. But yeah, thank you Ubisoft. Big thank you Ubisoft. You can buy this game right now with the link in the description, bro. They fucking Mark literally said, "Nah, I'm done." And he fucking turned that shit off.
Oh, wow. I
You gotta see the clip; it's hilarious.
gotta see that. I gotta watch that. That sounds awesome.
Oh man, we got another super chat from Cranberry, $10 saying, "So can I first-time player jump into this game with no problems?" Absolutely.
Yep.
You have the canon of vengeance, which is the new one, and the canon of not important, which is the original.
Would you say, especially with what Sosuke said, and if someone, let's say someone wants to go after the final, would you recommend them play the vanilla path first?
If they're going
I
for the
guess.
platinum and they want to do it fast, just put it on easy and rip through the original and then play actually on vengeance.
I would say
Or-
because if you already decide you're playing multiple times, sure, play the original first. Like you're dead set on being in this for the ride, then you're gonna see everything eventually anyway. So sure, whatever, go for it.
Okay.
It's an interesting thing to say. Oh, can you start off with this SMT game? I'm like, isn't this the only accessible one besides Nocturne at this point?
If you have a 3DS, 4 is there.
Yeah, but who still games on a 3DS?
I do.
Why? Why?
This
why?
is
I mean,
an
there's still a
awesome
few things on there
system,
that I
There's
want.
still so many things on there, yeah.
and it's easy hack. I mean, it's
Hell,
it's accessible.
okay. Okay, somebody's selling the high seas. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know if anybody was still playing 3DS. My 3DS is in my drawer somewhere, file cabinet somewhere, collecting dust. I'd never touched that.
Yo,
thing.
sell it to me. I'll buy it off you.
How much you willing to play?
We can discuss this after dark.
I gave you some games too. Actually, no, I want to keep those games because Pokemon games. For some
You
reason,
you keep the games because you're gonna gouge me for those, and I can acquire them otherwise.
because Pokemon games
Acquire
be
them
costing a
otherwise.
whole bunch. I be at these conventions.
I
I see
know.
these Pokemon games, gold and silver, for like $100. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
OG
but
ones.
not-
I feel like the ones that are on 3DS.
No,
X and Y are still pretty cheap, but like
I
Ultra
think
Sun,
Alpha
Ultra Moon, Sun
Sapphire
and
is
Moon,
expensive.
Alpha
now.
Sapphire, Omega Ruby, they
Yeah, I
are
have-
climbing.
yeah,
But it's the reason being they made a lot of X and Y because it was the first generation on 3DS, and people, I think the overwhelming majority of people nowadays don't look back fondly on Gen 6.
nope.
It was 3D. There you go.
It was trash overall.
Which one was Gen 6 again?
X and Y, Froakie,
France, yeah, fuck the French.
Whoa,
Greninja.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a French region. It's the one where they went 3D and they hyped that up.
Oh my god.
Even though they did it already in Gale of Darkness and Coliseum, but those don't exist, right, guys?
We don't talk about those because the retro has a weird hate boner for them.
Interesting.
All right.
Now Sosuke posting spoilers and okay.
Is it? Well, I'm just not going to check the group chat.
Jesus Christ. Remind me not to check that too. I check it periodically.
I was every now and then you just be popping up, and I'm like, bro, why is he here? And no one will comment. I'll be like, why are y'all beating my ass? And Shadow literally popped in. He Diglett dug and Diglett dug out.
We got another super. Is that?
And a super chat from Oceanic Jump. That's the homie right there. Do you want to say what's up, y'all podcast? Keep me going through work. Funny as hell, especially my boy Riku-san one. Okay, the only one. Nihon Falcom's finest.
Oh,
He
wow.
spelled Riku's name with an A instead of an O. Riku-san one from San Juan.
I was telling these dudes on the download I
here
got
we
my
go.
fan base, and they're like, okay, I don't think so. I'm not. Like, okay, there's people out there that fucks with your boy.
Alrighty, bro.
Appreciate
I ain't sucking your dick.
Hey, yo.
It is Pride
Hey,
Month.
probably garbage anyway.
Whoa!
Wow.
It is Pride Month, hey.
References in here. I will get my references in this
Happy
call. Don't
Pride
you
Month,
fucking
everyone.
make me.
Also, men's mental health. Keep that mental health up.
Also, Father's Day.
So,
Yeah, that's a thing as well.
Yo. Appreciate the super chat, Oceanic Jump. Oh my goodness. Glad that we can get you through work and get you through the week. We appreciate that. Alright, so what else about SMT? I think we covered pretty much everything for the most part. Yeah, I still can't believe we were all so gun ho to jump into this one. I figured there would be some people that just be like, well, except for you.
The funny thing about
realize that
that is
Shadow.
I
Play
do feel Riku would adore SMT. It collects a lot of the Riku boxes.
Yeah, no, I feel like I would enjoy it as well. I'm also a big fan of mythological stuff. That was I feel like that's one of the things that pulled me into Persona in the first place. And even though I don't play Pokemon anymore, I always enjoyed the monster collecting aspect of Pokemon, and that was one of another things that pulled me into Persona as well. So, no, I agree with you. I will be getting it. I'll be playing that before this year's over.
Can't wait to hear your
here
thoughts.
first.
Yeah, me too.
Interesting. All right. That's it for SMT 5 Vengeance. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna hope I can play. I can finish it in like 2 weeks because I gotta play Daybreak and I wanna get that done as soon as possible. Riku, you got anybody else in mind? Well, you're gonna beat it in like a weekend, so me and you should be good.
Nah. We'll see. I was looking up the how long to beat, and as far as I saw, they had it lower than Cold Steel 1.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I remember, I saw the playtime on it said people were beating this quicker than they did Cold Steel 1. So take that for what it is.
All right. So hopefully we can get a spoiler cast for that this year. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna try and get the spoiler cast out to you guys quicker than.
I thought a game I was looking forward to came out in July, but if I have time, I may play Daybreak. Maybe.
Wait, you didn't play Reverie?
I did play Reverie, I just didn't beat it.
Well, isn't that the whole point for these games? You gotta beat the previous game so you can play the next game.
With this, so far, not really.
Nah,
played
bro.
in chapter
NIS
one 'cause
says,
of the demo.
said you could start with this one.
I obviously they reference stuff, but
Do we just want to transition
According
into the
to
Daybreak demo
Acebreaker,
at this point?
according to Acebreaker at least, he said that Kuro 1 or Daybreak 1 is pretty self-contained, but the second one you absolutely need to be caught up to play.
So it's like Cold Steel 2, but when you
I got that
yeah.
vibe just from the intro of the game because it's like 90% new people. And the people that are
you
returning
want to
are
talk
from
about the
like...
Daybreak demo, Bow, for the people?
Good segue.
That out
Yes, it's up to Shadow if he wants to make that a topic or not. I think I'm the only one that played it.
Yeah, I played a bit of it too, but yeah, we can segue into that Daybreak talk. I actually don't have any gameplay for that, but yeah, Bob, go ahead with your thoughts on the demo.
Well, as you all know, I was pretty miffed on the trailer series, very burnt out. After Cold Steel 4 and Reverie, while not bad, just wasn't doing it for me. But Daybreak, if I had to describe it in a statement, it feels like I'm playing a new series in the best of ways. It's still Trails, but it feels like almost like a new team is handling it, which I think they actually did let the younger devs where you could, correct me if I'm wrong, take a charge on some parts.
Yeah, a nice chunk of the portions of the game were new blood, as they said.
And even
So
though
you're
like
saying
just
it showed.
setting. Oh, it's yeah, for sure. In every aspect, like the setting actually surprised me the most. I'm actually already really liking the city. It's based on Paris, and
Interesting.
it feels like just like no other major trail city yet. And I want to see more of it. And also, I guess I want to call it dark, but the events in the prologue are a bit more serious than I'm used to for the series. And especially with the
You
like
gotta remember
the new
the reason they called
the
it
new
Kudo in the
engine.
first place.
Oh yeah, I forgot Trails,
Yes.
Darkness, all that. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Maybe it's because like the new engine, but some things that you may see before, like sprites or low quality scenes or whatever, are very
Well, animated.
intricate now. I won't
I heard
like. I'm
they'd,
trying not to
they
say
did-
spoilers, but stuff
Okay.
happens.
Yeah, I did hear they did a good job in regards to upping their game a bit when it comes to the animation. We already saw that in Reverie. If you played a bit of Reverie, you saw they were doing some good things in regards to
Yeah, the characters
choreography
looking
and-
mo-capped.
Yeah, I think certain scenes are mo-capped.
And also,
Correct me if I'm
even
wrong.
though I've only played the beginning, I'm confident in saying that the new main character easily trumps all the previous ones for me.
Well,
But I am a
well,
sucker.
well,
I am a
well.
sucker for his character archetype, though.
How
Keep
about
that in
to
mind.
say? So you also like Yuri from Tales of Vesperia, right?
Best protagonist.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
What, of Tales of?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. I thought you were like one of those Luke guys over at Abyss, or is that Shadow?
That might
I
have
love
been me.
Luke. Luke has like character development though. Yuri's just awesome. Like in terms of writing, Luke is better because he has intricate writing. But Yuri is just Yuri.
And you're saying he's under the umbrella of the Yuri character archetype.
Oh yeah, you see it immediately.
Yuri,
That's cool. That's
Spike.
one thing
Like he gives the impression of someone that's already been through things, and like he has his confidence, and he has skeletons in his closet and all that. Like he gives that vibe. Like he's gone through
You
his
haven't-
character arcs.
I feel like I haven't met a person yet. I'm sure they're out there because they're always out there. But I haven't met a person yet that is like, I am not fucking with Van. Arcride. I'm like,
Yeah, he's awesome.
So like
But,
even now,
yeah.
when Reverie came out, I saw some people pop about the work we're gonna be like, and retroactively is like, you know what? Lloyd Bannings is not that good of a character. I don't fuck with him. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's this coming from?
my
Now
shit,
we don't
this
like Lloyd Bannings
revisionist
because
history, bro.
people are like, because Lloyd had the weakest route of the three of them. Now Lloyd's a bad character. I'm like, what the fuck? Now people don't like Lloyd. This is wild. So like even people are turning on Lloyd now. So it's like this is wild. So like, yeah, Van. I guess the only Trails protag so far that doesn't have haters, because there's the Estelle haters. There's now Lloyd haters, and Reen. Let's not even talk about that.
Yeah, even besides him, forgot her name already because it's been a couple of weeks. But the main girl, I also really like her and her dynamic with Van. So I'm very curious to see where that goes. The initial plot setup, really interesting, very noir inspired.
Really.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Like I said, it feels like I'm playing a new version of the Trail series in the best way. Like it doesn't feel like I'm just playing Cold Steel with a new coat of paint on it, and I like that.
Okay. I
Yeah, that's
I
a
guess
story and
whatever they were
setting.
I
Go
guess
ahead.
whatever they were trying to accomplish on changing it up, because you always hear that, right? When you play a new installment of a game, one of the complaints you may hear some people say, and some people are like, maybe that's a good thing too, where it's like, oh, this game just feels the same. There's more of the same, and people complain about, oh, they need their game to change it up a bit or whatnot. You're saying that this did a good job in quote unquote changing it up.
Right. And that's just story and characters. What actually surprised me the most was that battles don't really feel the same either. From ornaments or like the flow of combat, it all feels very different. Like obviously you still have crafts and S crafts and all that, but there's a lot of new mechanics at play, some I wasn't expecting. And
They still have
obviously you
rainbow
have no
Someone told me about a battle. I'm not gonna spoil it. All I'm gonna say is someone told me about a specific battle mechanic that is in Daybreak that is similar to stuff that we do in Xenoblade. And I was like, interesting. I don't know if you know.
I
what
can
I'm
see
talking
that. I can see that. But obviously, they
100%.
have the real time combat, which I'm not a fan of, and that's actually because, at least so far, they might add new mechanics later. It's just slash 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 dodge, and that's it.
Yeah, I was worried that maybe I would get bored by it, but I'm trying to remember that this isn't supposed to be something that you use on. It doesn't seem like it's something you should be using on, like, when you're going through a dungeon for the first time and you're just killing stuff. It seems like when you're like, you know, retreading areas. Because remember in Trails where, like, oh yeah, you're stronger than the enemy, so you just smack them. They either run away from you and you smack them, and you stun them, and then you smack them again, and then they just disappear. It feels like it's for those. It feels like to make that scenario more fun. That's what this is for. So I don't feel like I will be using it as that much. I'll probably be using turn-based more.
See, the thing with
Still,
that though is the game kind of gives you incentive to do the real time combat because the
Really?
new advantage system, you have to like do the real time
Action
part,
first.
and then you get your like I forgot what they're called, but you know, like your shoulder attack, like the super initiator. Like you have to do the fast time combat to get to that, and then it kicks into real turn based.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the game kind of incentivizes you to actually do the real time, but if you really want, yeah, you can just go straight to turn. But yeah, and like someone else, like people have been saying in the chat, the game flow feels really weird. I don't know how to put it into words. I haven't played enough, and I can't articulate it enough. But I think anyone that has played the Trail series up to this point, you'll definitely know exactly what that means when you play it. And also, the orbit system is different now. I wasn't sure how to feel about that, but it's the orbit system still. You know what to expect: stat bonuses, you get spells, blah blah blah.
Yeah, since the demo's out, I'm obviously not going to sit here and be like, I'm not gonna, I mean, if you haven't played it and you're trying to stay as blind as possible, then I guess close your ears for this next part. If you don't want to hear anything in regards to like gameplay or anything, but I did hear that when it came to the quartz customization system, that it's more similar to how it was before Cold Steel. So like, elemental
yeah,
Yeah.
values,
absolutely,
you have
yeah.
to put them in and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good,
true.
because that was one thing I always critiqued Cold Steel when I first started Cold Steel. I wasn't a fan of, oh yeah, you want the firebolt art? Well, here's your firebolt quartz. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Okay, and you just like slap it in there. But obviously over time, like Cold Steel, fleshed out their side of it. But I still always enjoyed putting in the elemental values, looking at my bracer book and looking at the ingredients to how do I make this specific spell. Okay, I need 3 water, 2 wind, 1 space. I got a lot of fun out of doing that. So to hear that is making
I also
a
like that
return.
system in Zero and Azure over what they had in Cold Steel.
Zero and Azure was definitely the peak version of that, because it was a nice middle ground between having a master quartz and getting arts alongside still having the ability to mess around with the elemental values and getting more arts.
And by
that way
endgame
too.
as well, you'd have access to a lot more stuff in your arsenal as opposed to like Cold Steel, where you have a very finite amount of the stuff
On
that
both
you can
sides,
use.
you have more. You have more than you would in the sky because you have a master quartz, and then you would also, like you said, you have more than Cold Steel because you are putting in elemental values. But hopefully, that's where Daybreak is taking their quartz customization system to rival something that where Azure and Zero had it at. But I'm just happy it's back because I used to spend a lot of time inside there. Y'all know I love optimization and shit.
And something from a lore standpoint that surprised me. They seem to be taking some inspiration from Cornish folklore, which I was not
Really?
expecting. But yeah,
I
I'm
didn't hear much
curious.
about that.
Yeah, I like the terms Spriggan, Grendel.
And whatnot.
Yeah,
Eh,
I go. That's interesting. Yeah, not. I didn't like it to the point where like, oh, I have to play this day one, but I do want to play it eventually, which is a big plus.
Yeah,
And maybe I will play it day one if I have nothing else to play.
I think that's good to hear from someone who was losing faith in it. So if anyone out there was losing faith in it, maybe there's a demo right there. You can play the prologue and all of the first chapter. I'm hearing it's a real big nice chunk for a demo, and you can move that over to the full game. People are worried about if their trophies are going to transfer over correctly or whatnot. I guess the only people that can tell us that is the people that played the Japanese version. Ace, if you know anything about that,
I mean, I'm sure it's a small enough window you'd be able to just play the beginning if you had to.
No, people are making it seem like it is a nice chunk, but I guess you just fast forward through a lot of stuff, because the turbo mode is still there, right? I heard the turbo mode is still there.
Oh, it's funny about that. The turbo mode, yes, still there, but one, I actually didn't really feel like the need to use it much of just running around, which is interesting. And two, it's pretty unusable with the real-time combat because he will get smacked up.
Oh yeah, I got hit with that a couple of times. I was like, oh shit, why am I dying so much? Oh yeah, the turbo mode is on. Like, what the fuck?
That's exactly what Riku wants. Motherfuckers getting punished for going crackhead.
I was like, why am I healing so much? I was like, oh yeah.
Because I remember in Reverie, there was 2 settings for the turbo mode. There was fast and then like really fast. So I heard that's in Kudo as well. There's 2 settings for the turbo mode. There might be more.
Riku. All right, Riku. It has an official name. It's called Daybreak. All right, you're gonna call it Daybreak. All right.
Oh, was I still calling it Kudo? I'm sorry.
Stop throwing Kudo, all right?
Daybreak. I'm sorry, people. We've been calling it Kudo for what? How many years now? Let me just
3, 4.
I will officially transfer over to calling it Daybreak. Just like how I will officially transfer over to calling him Jin, people. Apparently, his name is not Zin, it's Jin. So get it right. You're going to hear it in the game, apparently. His name is
Also,
Jin,
I kind of alluded to it, but the pacing, pretty good for a Tales opening.
Yeah, I agree.
You still get the information you need, but things happen like snap, snap, snap. And yeah, I think it'll keep people's interest more than probably any other starting Trails game.
What do you? I guess we can end it off with this question. What do you think that this will get on Metacritic? Because it seems like when it comes to Metacritic, no Trails game can get over like an 85. I mean, the recent ones like the Crossbell games on like Switch and whatnot, they've been getting, or the Crossbell game on PC, I think it has like an 86. But like the PlayStation versions of them, usually they cap at like 83 or like there's like low 80s. Do you think this one is going to get like 84, 85 or something? Or you think it'll still be in like the 82s ones?
That's a bit hard to say, but I think it'll be low 80s. But I think that's partially because of I don't know. It's just a lot of variables with that. Like new era for the series. It is improved, but still Trails at the end of the day, and some people just don't like Trails on essentially merit. Just gotta admit that at this point. But
yeah, I'm gonna think it's gonna be in the same line as the other games when it comes to Metacritic.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I know they SMT 5 did do a lot of enhancements, but like an 88 is pretty damn high.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. But I played a little bit of Daybreak demo as well. I was Daybreak. Did I say Daybreak? I said that. Anyway, Daybreak. Yeah. I was impressed with the story. Did like Vaughn. Did like all the other characters. The way the presentation is different, a hell of a lot different from the Cold Steel 3 and 4 presentation. So I think we touched on that a little bit earlier. It's a lot more dynamic in the cutscenes now. So when it comes to battle, so this game did definitely come out around the time where people were like, oh, we don't like turn-based, oh, we like action, and now we're getting the hybrid kind of deal between them in this game, and I'm just like, there was nothing wrong with turn-based. There was nothing ever wrong with it. I know you're giving us more options and there's a choice, but it's like, we didn't need this. And the way battle is set up was like, of course, like, nobody likes, especially around the time that Daybreak, or Koro as it was back in the day, came out. Nobody liked, a transition into battle where you get like a separate arena. Now battle takes place exactly where it's at. Kind of did that way in Cold Steel 3 and 4, kind of. Not really necessarily. But there were some battles where I was just like, all right, I'm really stuck in this corner and I gotta run up to these enemies and fight them. Which, again,
in Daybreak or in
No,
For previous Trails
in
games.
Daybreak, it wasn't like all the time, but there was an occasion where it
Yeah.
actually happened. But I'm never a big fan. I like a transition to a battle. I like a normal battle environment, but I don't know. For some reason, people just don't like battle arenas for whatever reason. I don't get it. Everything's got to happen on screen where it's at, and
I agree.
and I like Bao said, there is incentive to do action mode, but it's just like, no, I'm just gonna activate the shards and just play in turn based, as it was meant to be played.
Actually, you know what's interesting? Tell me if you agree with this, Shadow. I kind of felt like it didn't make the game go by faster, the real time combat. Because, like, wasn't that people's complaint, like, oh, turn based takes too long?
Good point. Yeah,
I kind of felt like it didn't really change much.
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, unless your levels upon the enemies in the area where you can just one shot them or two shot them. If you're
Because they're bulky, they'll take some hits.
yeah, they'll take some hits. So it's like it's the same. It's literally the same thing. Maybe it's like a placebo effect if people actually like it or something like that. I don't know.
Or maybe it's something that, like, I guess people are. It incentivizes people to be more engaged by it than just hitting X and, you know, X. Okay, confirm, attack. All right, this
I
is
can
where I'm
understand.
moving on.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So maybe it has something to do with that in regards to, like, they're more engaged in the battles that don't require, you know, thought, that much thought. So maybe it has something to do with that.
Could be. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. But yeah, overall, I was kind of waning a little bit after Reverie with the Trails games. I was like, you know what? This might actually be a good place to stop with the Trails games at this point. Maybe I'll let, Daybreak 1, Daybreak 2 come out, and Daybreak 3. Then I'll get back into it. But I'm like, playing the demo. After playing the demo, I was like, no, I'm back in it. I like this world. I like the way it's presented to me. I like all the terminologies and technology that's going on in the game. But speaking of which, I told Riku about this. Bao, let me know if you feel the same way as I do. I don't hold it against the game or the series. But it's like their technology just skyrockets. And I understand that's like part of the point.
It's been a year since the last game.
I'd say that's part of the point, but like to have modern buildings in Calvert, which we never seen I don't think we ever seen Calvert before this game. But it's like they got modern buildings, modern highways, and I'm like, okay, I get the orbital revolution. I get it's supposed to mimic the industrial revolution. I get that, but this is like, I feel like this is a design choice at this point. Like it feels more to me like a design choice to get more people, not like, I guess maybe to get people into it to make it feel like, the setting is a little bit more modern, but it's like, man, y'all going a little bit too fast with this technology. I don't know. That's just...
I actually think it's a bit
Isn't it
contrasting because like they still have giant flip phones and crap. But
Yeah, I'm like, yo, y'all still got flip phones. What happened if y'all gonna go this far in the technology? Why not have touchscreen phones at this point? Like keep up. I'm sure it was like that back in whenever this game came out, 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. But I don't know. Sometimes it hits me a little bit, and I understand because Riku explained it to me. I get, and they actually explained it in like Sky 1 and 2 or maybe 3 or maybe like Tia explained it that the orbital revolution was a big deal. But I just feel like it goes too fast. It's a little bit much sometimes.
Nightwolf says it's all that money they got from the war. Well, they did talk about reparations in the prologue. I guess they got a lot of it.
It just seems a little bit too much. Maybe Riku, maybe subconsciously, or maybe when you play it, you'll be like, okay, maybe there's something there. But I think you already got your standpoint on it. You told me in a chat before.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm looking forward to it. Definitely gonna be playing it day one, absolutely. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's Daybreak.
We did have one super chat I was waiting for y'all to finish for. Got a super chat from Ricardo Belmont. That boy is saying, almost forgot Lollipop Chainsaw Repop September 25th, digital and physical, more costumes. So I saw the physical case, and people are complaining about it, and I kind of agree. The physical case kind of looks a little dirty.
What do you mean dirty?
I'll put it dirty.
What do you mean dirty?
I mean, like, it looks like they took a Blender model and put it on a case and did not put any lighting on it.
Hold on, I'm trying.
I'll put it in the Discord. There you go.
Okay. I mean,
Well, why you do that? Your boy just beat that first super boss in Area 1 of SMT. Let's go.
So, and
Doesn't look
now
You guys got to play them in
I'll-
July 1 again for the third time.
Guys, focus.
It doesn't look that bad to me. I mean, like it looks.
Okay, now hold on. I'm getting
let me look at this.
I'm getting the other box arts that people are comparing it to that are just much better.
Okay.
If anything, I feel like her model is off. Like they used an in-game model for the cover, and people
So
don't really do that.
these are what they're up against.
I feel.
I
like,
agree, it is the worst compared to those.
Yeah, it definitely is the worst. Yeah.
I wouldn't think this is bad if you didn't point it out to me.
I honestly feel like this is just like a quick Photoshop. Like somebody just took a render of Juliet and just put it on top of the case.
As far as I know as well, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this game is only getting physical in Japan. I don't think it's physical outside of Japan. I'm pretty sure it's digital only in the West.
That's backwards.
Really interesting.
You don't see that often.
No.
Y'all see the what's the recent the upcoming Trials of Mana game called?
Visions
of Mana?
I think?
Yeah.
Visions of Mana. Did you guys see the box art comparison between that the Japanese and the American for that one?
I have not.
Did you see the
might
physical box art comparison between the new Sonic game and what we got?
Jesus Christ, what is with this difference in covers? But for
I don't know,
It's
but you know,
always been a thing,
Shadow,
but the only reason I was mentioning that one is because I felt like that was one of the first times where it felt like we got the better cover art than Japan. I'll see if I can post it for you guys.
But Lollipop Chainsaw, you know what's interesting about Lollipop Chainsaw? I played it back in the day. I brought it into all the hype. And like with this type of game, you really do expect to like the main character. Like you expect to actually like her. I didn't care for her. I was not attracted to Juliet in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why I got
Is it the attitude?
I don't know. She just never.
You're not into blonde bimbo cheerleaders.
I am definitely into blonde bimbos, 100%. Like, but for some reason,
All right, I posted in the Discord.
Juliet never did it for me. So we got a guy showing abs, and the other one's not. He's not showing abs.
No,
That's
this
a
is
very
basically the
minor
main
change.
character. It seems like the main character in the picture is just he's in a different pose. So in
Yeah.
the Japanese one, he's just looking up and his arms are down. But in ours, he has his sword up, and I guess you can see his abs more.
Looks like a
That's
girl.
an
I'm
I think-
indifferent to the change. They both look fine to me.
Yeah, they both look fine. I wouldn't have cared.
No, we're not talking about if they both look fine. We're talking about which one do you prefer.
Oh,
I like them equally.
Interesting.
yeah, I'll take the U.S. art. Yeah,
I think we got the better one. I don't. Like I said, I agree with you. I don't think either of them are bad, but I do think if I had to say who got the better one, I would say we got the better one.
Okay. Interesting. When is that coming out? End of August, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it comes out close to Gundam Breaker. Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
But did anybody else play the original Lollipop Chainsaw when it dropped, or no?
Never.
It was
I
too
wasn't
far
allowed to
back
play. I wasn't allowed to play sexy games in that point in my life.
It wasn't
So-
even that sexy. It really wasn't.
Really?
I don't know, bro.
It
I don't know.
definitely
It
advertised
wasn't,
itself
no.
like it was.
I saw
don't
like
know,
a bit of a playthrough. It's not.
It really
If
isn't.
my mother walked in and said, "Son, is that her underwear?" Yes, Mom.
Is that her
Go get
butt
the
cheeks
belt.
hanging out? That mini skirt with a head hanging on the
Yep.
side?
Yep.
Turn it off. You're,
I know.
you're grounded.
It's weird. I didn't even like. I just brought.
Is
I
this
just
a
brought it to
Suda
the hype.
51 game?
It feels.
It
like
is.
Is it? Yeah.
It
does.
is.
Wait, is this?
I'm
Suda
pretty
51
I
and
don't play
James
Suda,
Gunn,
I don't
right?
play Suda 51 games anymore. So
Hey, why not, man? Travis Touchdown. No more heroes. That's the shit right there. That's my guy.
never played it. Never will. I played Killer is Dead, and I was just like,
Yeah.
The controls for that ruined it for me. I still want to like enjoy the game. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Killer 7. Is that different?
Yeah, I think Killer 7 is the prequel to Killer is Dead.
Ah.
Or it's in the same. That's in the same franchise. But that game was just like, yeah, I don't think Suda 51 games are for me. I think they're too zany, which is weird. I like being the guy that likes JoJo's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
PSA
pass
Part
on
4 of
Lollipop
JoJo's is
Chainsaw.
peak.
Yes, JoJo's Part 4 is peak. Persona 4 should be grateful.
It should be.
All right. All right. Let's move on to Wait, James Gunn really did work on Lollipop
Yeah,
Chainsaw?
it was James Gunn and Suda 51.
Say what? Really?
You didn't know that?
That's
No,
a funny.
I had
That's
no
a funny
idea.
pairing. I didn't know about that.
Now it makes sense. Some things make
Does it?
sense about it. Because James Gunn was definitely that way back in the Disney.
Was he? I don't know that much about James Gunn, so.
All right, interesting. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this Lollipop Chainsaw. Is it coming to PC? If it comes to PC, then I might be able to. I'll
I
just
thought
say
it was
play it.
multi-plat to everything.
No, it's not. It's coming. No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it's coming to everything pretty much. Okay, I might
Also,
be
I thought it
able.
was going to everything.
I might be able to quote unquote get it. Um. All right, let's move on to to something I'm a little bit confused about.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know about you guys, how you guys feel about it, but I love this franchise. But I'm just confused about the games.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
God damn it, Shadow.
Let's talk a little bit about Dragon Ball.
Uh-oh.
About Dragon
Okay.
Ball Sparking Zero.
Oh, yeah? Go on.
Tenkaichi 4?
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't understand the hype. Are you guys hyped for this game?
Huh?
I don't
Oh,
get
he's
the hype.
crazy. He's
Yes,
absolutely
hold on, hold on,
crazy.
hold on, hold on.
He's lost.
Hold on.
He's lost the plot. Who is he?
Because we've been getting absolutely flooded on the Twitter feed for the last couple of days with all of this gorgeous Dragon Ball gameplay. And you're saying you don't see the hype.
I don't see the hype. Like getting hype. Like I could understand getting hype for Dragon Ball Fighters. That was something that was completely different.
Why? Because it was 2D?
Could be.
Is this because
yeah.
it's an arena fighter and
But-
are you
That's
pissed off at arena fighters
but
in the
it-
current climate?
But it's like it's the same.
Are you an anime
Dragon
arena
Ball.
fighter guy, even, Shadow?
I would say.
Which ones have you played and liked?
I think I played a One Piece Burning Blood. I think I dabbled a little bit in Xenoverse. I played
Storm?
Tenkaichi 1 to 3 back in the day.
Okay.
But it's like it's all not that it's all the same. It's just that this is Dragon Ball. We've seen it all before. Like all these characters that they're announcing. It's like, wasn't they already in Xenoverse? Wasn't they already in this game? And it's just like, why are we so?
You gotta
hyped
keep
for
in
this?
mind, Tenkaichi 3 is one of the most adored fighting games ever. After 20 years, we're getting a sequel to it, and they're improving on everything that was in the game that everyone loved already. Not
And
skimping
more-
out on characters. They're adding more what-if scenarios, just single-player content in a fighting game in 2024. And the gameplay looks
And-
really good.
Is a
Respect
fight? Is an arena fighter considered a fighting game?
It's a type of fighting
Yeah.
game.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
It's the age-old fucking debate about is Smash Brothers a fighting game? Like it's
They
a
won
type of
best
fighting
fighting game of 2019. So yeah.
The answer is the same. It's a type of fighting game. Like, should you respect it on the same level as a fucking Tekken or Street Fighter? Hey, that's debatable, and that's up to you. But to say that it shouldn't be a part of the conversation entirely in regards to talking about the genre and the amount of umbrellas that,
But
can be
aren't like,
created via the subgenres, like
aren't
it's a
like
subgenre.
aren't like arena fighters? They're not really. Well, I feel like Bandai Namco is pretty much responsible for this. They're not really all that
Majority of
competitive.
them.
They're like really
I
just
feel like-
spammy.
I feel like there is a. I feel like 75% of them fall in that category that you're talking about. The other 25% of them, I wouldn't say that they do. They do require a genuine amount of skill.
Like what? Like name one. I'm not just trying to figure out which one is.
Yeah.
Is.
Well, I would personally say Gundam Extreme Versus is one of them. That one actually requires probably just as much skill as a Tekken or a Street Fighter.
Wasn't that at Evo? It was at Evo 1 year or something like that, or?
I feel like
Yeah, it was
I
at a
do
couple.
remember
It was
that,
at a couple. Yeah, it was at a
Because
couple.
I think G Shadow went.
Yeah. G Shadow was over there. He won one of the tournaments. It's been at Evos. Its arcade cabinet is single-handedly keeping the arcade industry in
Turned on
Japan
in Japan.
So like all the Street Fighters and Tekkens go straight to console now, and the arcade industry over there in Japan does not like the fact that Tekken and Street Fighter, go straight to consoles because in prior days they would get some sort of a timed arcade exclusivity before it went over to consoles, and now they just go straight to consoles. So that's kind of gorging into the arcade sales. And Gundam Extreme Versus is one of the last ones. If I think is either one of the last ones or is the last big one that they keep their latest game in the arcades and people still go there and they make a shit ton of money. So it's definitely respected in that realms. I think it's just obviously Gundam as a franchise, at least in America, isn't something that people really care for like that. So it doesn't get that far in regards to like conversation of in realms of everything, anime and fighting and whatnot. But that's just one example, you know.
So so these arena fighters are so, like, especially with Dragon Ball, like Tenkaichi, so beloved. Like, I see everybody saying, "Oh, it's a wrap. I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna destroy everybody." I'm like, doesn't Xenoverse?
I'm very interested. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I am very interested on how many people can fucking put their money where their mouth is when it comes to that claim, because you know, we've all heard it. Everybody's like, "Oh, well, I was the best at Tenkaichi. Nobody could beat me." Yeah, you were playing with you were playing with your fucking cousins that were borderline retarded. We'll see how really good you actually are with the fucking internet, buddy. Right? So it's like, we'll see when the shit drops. How many people? Because there's an overwhelming amount of people that swear they're the best at Tenkaichi and they can beat everyone's ass, right?
Yeah, I saw RDC World. I saw another. I think his name was C Reacts. I was like,
every person I talk to that has played Tenkaichi swears they're the best. I'm like, okay.
I'm like, yo, everybody really
I just
is
think
good.
I'm proficient at the game. That's it.
Plus, why do we think? Okay, this is the same. I think it's the same developers as like all the other.
No, that's the thing. No, it's
not.
not. So that's the thing. It's I actually was interested in talking about this as soon as you mentioned it. So the developers behind this is Spike Chunsoft, and the team behind the specific team at Spike Chunsoft that is behind this is the team that gave us Jump Force people.
Jump Force.
So it's like Jump Force and J Stars. This is the Spike Chunsoft anime fighting side, the ones that aren't making the Danganronpas. Their anime fighting side is the ones that gave us J Stars and Jump Force.
Isn't J Stars another like arena fighter that wasn't that great?
Yeah, it was a two. Well, I don't know about that. I would actually
depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it definitely depends on who you ask. I feel like that one actually has some nuance and heart to it. And I'm seeing that nuance and heart in this game right here. Like all of the little small details in regards to like making it really feel like a love letter to Dragon Ball. Like, you know, I saw one clip where Goku was about to drop a spirit bomb, and all of the audience ran out the arena, and the whole map expands into now you're not fighting the arena anymore. You're fighting in the city. It's like that type of stuff in a Dragon Ball game is just borderline unheard of. Like they usually just give you your fighters and they kind of just like fart it out. So it's like they put in the heart into it. And I also like the fact that I told Blake this. I like the fact that this game is using the cell shading and animation art style of the best Dragon Ball movie out there, Dragon Ball Super Broly. If you look at it, like the way the characters charge up, the way the explosions and beam struggles and all of that looks, they definitely like studied and replicated 1-to-1 to how it looks in Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which is very distinct. It doesn't look like any other Dragon Ball stuff. It has this like fluent but rough aesthetic to it.
It didn't look the same in like Dragon Ball Fighters, like when they unleashed.
No, it didn't. No, I don't think Dragon Ball Fighters had that either.
Dragon Ball Fighters looks a lot like an arc. Like it kind of looks like Guilty Gear, like in the art style.
Yeah, but
like, it looks a lot like an arc system.
I'm talking about like when they recreated like Gogeta's attack against Broly. Like it kind of looks not the same, but it looks good.
Similar but different.
It looks similar. I wasn't talking about that. You're right in regards to that attack. I was more so talking about how the characters charge up in specific. Or like, the how the smoke looks when it explodes. Those type of effects and whatnot look really fucking 1-to-1 to Dragon Ball Super Broly. Because after I saw Dragon Ball Super Broly, I'm like, man, I want everything Dragon Ball after this to look like this. And obviously that didn't happen when we got Superhero. But this game is giving me that, so I'm definitely interested. As someone who wasn't interested in Spiking Zero before all of that shit dropped. Hearing that and the fact that they said they're adding a 5v5 mode, which that's
hell yeah, I'm so excited for that.
That sounds
bring
like
your
chaotic.
fucking squad.
That sounds chaotic.
Bring your because not even Xenoverse was that much. Xenoverse was 3v3 and that was already crazy chaotic.
That sounds
so
insane.
Like 5v5. I'm very interested to how are they gonna
wait, wasn't Tenkaichi 3 5v5 or am I tripping?
I don't think so. But I didn't play Tenkaichi 2 and 3, so I
And
can't
then-
tell you.
And then,
I'm
like,
pretty sure it was.
Wasn't
I'll
that like?
look.
Yeah, look. I'm interested. I'm interested in what they mean by like how are they gonna handle that 5-5? Is it like all 10 characters are on the field at once?
I hope
That's
it's
what
not
it
a
seems like.
bracket
The tag.
thing. Yeah, I
tag.
hope it's all on screen at once. Like,
Yeah,
let
yeah,
that shit go
Tenkaichi
crazy.
3 did have 5v5 already.
All on the screen at once?
No, not all on the screen at once. It was like a tag system.
Yeah,
Well-
no, yeah. I'm not talking about a tag system. So I'm wondering what did they mean by that? Because yeah, I would hope it's not a tag system. That would be a little
Interesting.
bit disappointing. I'll still be looking forward to it, but I hope it is what I think it is.
I don't think
they're
modern
trying-
systems can handle 10 players and AI shooting energy beams at each other and keeping a steady frame rate.
And then the Wi-Fi connections that people will probably have. Not even
I think you should
dude.
set your expectations for that.
We'll see. Like,
Mom,
Xenoverse is able to do 3v3. We're a generation ahead. I hope. Whatever. I mean, nonetheless, I'm in. Everyone out there that says they swear they're the best at Tenkaichi, man, square the fuck up. Because a lot of people were talking that shit when Xenoverse came around, and I fucked basically everyone I fought up in that game, and I fucking retired, borderline undefeated. So I'll put that same competitive effort in, and y'all can see me on the fucking battlefield. I'll be using Future Trunks like I always do.
Jesus.
And
Sir,
let's
your
see where
boy's made
they're
in Kali
at
for
these
day
days.
one. You love to see it.
We got super chat.
Got a super chat from Cranberry. Real quick, who's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Ooh.
I already said it. Future
Uh,
Trunks. Future Trunks in specific.
I think
disorder.
most
I-
kids who just saw Dragon Ball Z when it was airing, Trunks just blew them away. Because he really just came out of nowhere. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, he had the strong. He arguably has the strongest anime debut in anime history.
Definitely top 10. Definitely without a doubt, top 10.
I don't know if this is cheating, but my favorite is Vegeta. Always has been.
Really? Vegeta?
What would you say is cheating?
Okay, it's a fusion. It's two people. Does that
Oh, you
count?
said Vegito. I thought you said
I thought you
Vegeta.
said Vegeta. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I thought you
Surprised it's
said
Vegeta.
Vegito, like, because I usually hear people prefer Gogeta.
I am.
Yeah,
Vegeta.
no, they usually
I'm on
do.
Team
But I
Vegeta.
just like in the Buu saga when Vegito like pops up and then hits the Super Saiyan and just the way he's cocky, Vegito is like a Sonic character incarnate, bro. I fucking love him.
Shadow.
Literally.
I don't know. For me personally, like, I want to be so generic and say Goku, but it's kind of like it's Goku. Before when I was growing up, it was like Super Buu.
Really,
It's pretty
a
much just,
villain. Interesting.
But to make it more interesting than Shadow, which Goku? Are you talking about Goku early, Goku mid, Goku Super
mid.
Saiyan Goku, Goku?
probably
Which
Goku,
form of Goku?
By the time, like, around like the Kid Buu arc, that's when I really like.
It'd be our Goku. Okay.
Yeah.
No
So
underrated
that's my
character I always love, Nova Shinron.
Oh yeah, Nova Shinron. He was
Nova
cool.
Shinron.
He was a cool dude in GT. Too bad they just give GT the backhand slap.
I
mean,
feel like if there's
outside
any
of,
way they're going to expand this game, it's going to be that giving us the GT.
I mean, they're adding freaking Daiba, which we don't even know any characters from that yet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think here's
like
another
my-
interesting question.
Oh fuck.
Do you guys think they're going to support this as long as they support the Xenoverse too?
With
No.
all this hype,
mean,
I feel like the hype is gonna give like a whole bunch of people on it. So I think
I
it
would say
will be
no,
supported.
because Xenoverse 2 is like an entire console generation. It's insane. Maybe even more than that.
Oh yeah, 2, not 1. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, Xenoverse 2 I think that's the longest supporting Dragon Ball game at this point.
yeah.
do I have any
console.
Khalifa supporters in chat? Do we have any Khalifa enjoyers?
Khalifa. Who's Khalifa again?
Female saying Kale and Khalifa make Kefla.
hell no!
Fusion.
Hell no! Get out of here!
Oh my gosh.
I hate those
Well,
two bitches, man.
There's your day
Lord?
one grudge match, Blake versus Shadow.
Listen, man.
Shadow. Let's
Ah.
fucking do it
the
right
stream. I
now.
wanna see the stream square
$50
up.
bucks. $50 right now, bro. I'll beat your ass with Khalifa.
Man,
you go whoever.
man,
no, wait, hold on. I don't say
I'm
that.
so glad
you
Goku
go
hit
someone-
a Kamehameha in her face in Super. That shit was
Mess around,
amazing.
Shadow's gonna
Crazy.
pick freaking
Yeah.
Great Baby Ape
Fucking-
or something.
That boy
Fucking-
Shadow was hyped when he did that shit.
I feel a fucking great tickling thing on my back to
Right,
go
his
Super
voice is
Saiyan.
cracking. He's
Oh,
so offended.
I'm going
What
Super
happened?
Saiyan 2. Like, shut your stupid ass up. Like, god
What
damn.
the
yo.
fuck?
Oh my god, I hate
Shut
that.
up.
Hey, I don't know. I hate their concept. I hate the concept of them.
What do you mean
How
you hate
they-
their concept?
Like how they were
They're
introduced.
Saiyans with titties.
How-
You
oh
love
my
Saiyans.
God.
You have titties.
Oh
What's
my
the problem?
I don't know. I just hate their whole backstory, how they got Super Saiyan, how they didn't work
Listen.
for shit.
If you don't like Kale, that's one thing. But you leave my midriff track pants wearing
Oh my
Queen
God.
Khalifa alone.
This man Shadow said, I hate the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the way that you dress.
Like, I hate it all. I was like, y'all fucking suck. I was waiting all this time for a female Super Saiyan to show up, and y'all give me this crap, this fake ass Broly.
What do you mean this crap?
fake ass? Like, and you just make Broly canon anyway. What the fuck is this?
I still
crap,
think it's
man?
a shame Pan never got to be the first female Super Saiyan. Just saying.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Like, does what's her name look good? Great. Okay, yeah, sure. Does the fusion look good? Great, sure. But their whole concept, power, how they got it is just, it don't sit right with me. All right, there's a whole bunch of things about Dragon Ball that don't sit right with me, like God Ki. I don't understand God Ki for anything else. I feel like it's just stupid. But yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's typical Dragon Ball criticisms that we obviously just
I don't know.
accept. We don't. I'm not saying we don't talk about it or acknowledge them. I feel like we've acknowledged it to the point where it's decent. We've been desensitized long ago in regards to that. No one's saying that they should get away from it from a writing standpoint. But Dragon Ball, I don't feel like we've ever taken, unless we were like kids and we didn't really consume that many stories yet. Outside of that version of us, we never really took Dragon Ball's stories seriously.
That's true, but
How are you
like,
supposed to
Took
take Dragon
attention
Ball
sometimes
seriously?
but even that got
the
you so
concepts.
far with the Dragon Ball's existence.
it's the concepts that don't make no sense sometimes in Dragon Ball. Like dare I say,
but here's
the
the thing,
power
though. Here's the
scaling
thing, though.
doesn't make
I
any
feel like-
sense.
Hold on.
Like,
I feel like we only, once again, I feel like when we were young, we didn't really care about all that. We were just hyped, right?
No, because
I
when
feel
we
like
were younger,
hold on.
No,
Let me
no,
finish,
when
let
we
me
were
finish,
younger,
let me
all
finish,
it really was power get bigger, number of power get bigger. That's all there was to it. Now it's got a whole bunch of other shit going on.
And we liked that.
Yeah, that was
a small part of us still like it because of the high moments that come from
We're not
it.
saying that was great, but it made sense. That's the whole thing. But go ahead. I'll let you finish.
There was a lot of, if you looked deep enough, there was a lot of flaws in that system as well. But the point is, I think with the rise of Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, other anime that had a more steady magic power system that came along, it definitely made Dragon Ball's power system look like, what the fuck? This is what we was consuming this entire time. So I feel like, no, I'm not saying that Dragon Ball was fine. I'm saying when other stuff came and it was more well written and put together, it showcased to us that Dragon Ball was kind of always this basic thing that we just we didn't have, like Bao said with the SMT thing. We liked Dragon Ball because there wasn't really much outside of like Yu Yu Hakusho to compare it with.
No, it's like like even while I was watching Dragon Ball, I knew the story and whatnot wasn't all that great, or the concept wasn't all that great, but it made sense. It was simple and to the point. What it devolved into now is just stupid. Completely.
You're talking about just the power system in particular, right?
Like, I'm pretty much talking about
you can
power
find a lot
system,
of you can find a lot of flaws into like the Cells saga and a few Trunks and all of that time stuff as well. Like you could really tear Dragon Ball apart in like borderline almost every aspect.
Yeah,
but like I said, I feel like we just it's the grandfather of shonen. We kind of just give it a pass in regards to a lot of those things. And God Ki, even though when they introduced it, it was like, ooh, this is something new and different. Like, come on now, we know where this is headed, right?
Fucking stupid.
Who can punch you harder is gonna win. Like, I knew the moment I was like, okay, I know it's about to get goofy, is when Beerus backhanded Bulma and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, actually did some damage to Beerus. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was just
what's going on here, and that's mad early. That's literally in the same introduction of God Ki. That's why I knew something was up. I was like, okay, man, it doesn't. This God Ki don't really matter that much because if you're still overwhelmingly strong, it still doesn't matter at the end of the day. So
exactly, it's like
they
Jiren.
already kind of already showed it right there in the thing that introduced God Ki, right? So there was already hints of like flaws to this from jump, So
then you got Jiren.
I'm not saying it's not worth complaining about.
Who else was it?
I'm not saying it's not worth complaining about. I'm saying that we all know this. That's like saying, man, why is the sky blue? Nigga, the sky blue has been I'm telling you,
it gets worse. It gets worse. It just gets worse. That's what I'm saying. It gets even worse. Like
You're saying, oh man, the sky is bluer.
There were flaws in DBZ. Okay, fine, whatever. But it just gets stupid in Super. It gets absolutely stupid.
I mean, didn't it get stupid in GT?
Did it get stupid in GT? I don't think it did.
Yes, it did.
Remember blood sways?
Blood sway.
They had to be exposed to blood sways to go Super Saiyan 4.
Like outside of the idea of Super Saiyan 4, a lot of that shit was stupid, and the reason people like heavily fell off.
No, it's just.
How'd you feel about Super Android 17?
No,
I actually thought Super, and once again, I feel like on paper it was cool, but like you dive deeper into it, like what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
but like I said, I feel like that's just Dragon Ball. It comes with the territory.
Super just went out of control. Like Super just went completely out of control.
I felt like it was just more the same.
Okay, whatever. All right.
It was more the same. Like I expect Dragon Ball to do some goofy shit, but as long as you keep it hype, that's what I'm here for. This has always been the quintessential Onga Bunga anime. We scream. We fucking shoot blast.
I ain't saying it's deep. I'm just saying it was
screaming at the top of your lungs.
1 + 1 equals 2, and then Super came along and made 1 + 1 equal 5.7 billion. I don't know.
If you take 1 + 1 is 2, and you keep on doing that over and over and over and over, do you think you'll be able to continuously give me the answer every time?
It's 1 + 1 is 2, and then it's 2 + 2 is 4, then it's 6 + 6 is 12. That's how like Dragon Ball kind of just goes. It's just bigger number, bigger.
Yeah, they created that trope.
But then when it comes to Super,
the power creep.
Gaki makes no sense. Again, I keep coming back to Gaki because Gaki makes absolutely no sense. It's not parallel. It's like it's for one every God key equals one normal key or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. It just Gaki makes.
Like I said, remember when they first introduced it,
makes no
you shouldn't
sense.
even be able to sense God key if you're not a god yourself.
Right.
And that whole concept got thrown out the window as well.
It's a whole.
Like I said, what are we arguing about? It's fucking Dragon Ball's fucking magic system. It's always been.
I'm just gonna let y'all rock.
It's always been. Like I said, I'm not defending it. I'm saying, bro, we get it. We get it. We got it. It's always been goofy. We love it anyway.
And then like I get into it and I'm thinking to myself like, listen, the creators didn't think about this too deep. Why do I care so much? Like
why do you care so much?
It shouldn't even matter. But I'm telling you, it just irks me when I see somebody like Jiren in God Key and he's not using God Key. Then you got Frieza beating Goku Super Saiyan Blue. He doesn't even have God Key. It's just like, what use was Super Saiyan Blue? Anyway, I think we got some super chats. Go ahead, Blake.
We got some super chats. Artemis is beating my ass. Night Fury with the $5 super chat saying, "Hope I can blow up the planet with a spirit bomb like in Tenkaichi 2 and 3." I think they showed already like there's planetary destruction because like Vegeta did a Gallic gun on Namek and the whole planet like turned to fucking lava Namek. So it's gonna be cool.
That's cool.
Is that normal?
I think that's pretty much. I think it's been a staple for the Budokai series. I am just excited for next gen diarrhea Christmas lights, as my friends call it. Just absolute fucking sparkles everywhere and just fucking explosions and shit, everything blowing up. It sucks that their split screen has been fucking thrown to the dumpster. You can only use hyperbolic time chamber for local multiplayer, so that's terrible. But
that's like that was always like their Final Destination stage.
Goat song. All right, another super chat.
We got another super chat from Yorha Mixta saying Goku Black greatness. Black greatness.
Goku Black was okay. Yeah, Goku Black was pretty cool. I did like Zamasu and the few Zamasu, even though I think the arc ended pretty. Wait, did the arc end with Trunks killing Zamasu? Wasn't that Zeno?
No, it was similar to like the Perfect Cell ending where it's like, oh yeah, we all thought it was actually Gohan that killed like Perfect Cell. That's what we like to remember. It's like, no, Goku fucking teleported that fat nigga away and he exploded on a different planet. That's how he ended. The point is, same thing with Zamasu. It's like, oh, we kind of remember Future Trunks.
Wasn't it Vegito? Wasn't it Vegito that fucking killed him?
It was what's the little
Zeno.
tiny overpowered Zeno? Yeah, Zeno was the one that actually killed him. He came in when he was like, oh yeah, I exist everywhere. I'm omnipresent now. Ha ha ha. And then Zeno came and like, low diffed him.
But I did
Okay.
like the whole Goku Black arc. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
How y'all
Back-
feel
Oh yeah,
about
as a
then-
Zeno?
Future Trunks fan, I was
and
happy.
then retconning fucking the Batara Future. You know what? I'm done. Go ahead. Keep
Yeah, we don't talk about
Keep
that.
going.
But how do y'all feel about Zeno?
Zeno,
Just
I'm
as,
interested.
as the omnipotent god of everything in Dragon Ball, and he's a little baby. How do you feel about that?
I'm interested on where it goes, especially now that Akira Toriyama is not with us, so we don't know. I highly doubt he knew what he wanted to do with Zeno and Whis and all of that shit, because Akira Toriyama is like known for just like throwing shit in there and just
Yeah,
seeing
it's
where
like
the flow takes him.
He gives
So-
them like bullet points, and they just like they take it from there for the most part.
Yeah, so it's like I'm interested on where this is gonna go now that he is not here to like pop in and tell them a little something for them to like nibble on and flesh out and whatnot. Like I don't know if that's gonna be Torotaro's job now moving forward, or they're gonna find someone else to do that. I'm interested in what the future holds, and if that's going to lead to something, and maybe Shadow is gonna get some relief out of this. If it's going to lead to something that is a little bit more solid in its creation and foundation moving forward for Dragon Ball, now that Akira Toriyama is not here just doing willy-dilly and contradicting himself just for the sake of whatever the fuck, you know. Maybe hopefully that leads to something more well written. Nonetheless, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama.
I do think Zeno is an interesting. It's an interesting concept. Like he's a child, and like he doesn't really have any notion of right and wrong, light and dark. So he's just when he erases stuff, it's like more of, I guess, through an innocent lens. I feel like there's a heavy concept there, but Zeno as its whole, like I don't really have that much.
I feel like whatever heavy concept you can see in it, I'm not saying you in particular, but I feel like Akira Toriyama didn't have any deep concept in there himself. So it's a similar Evangelion situation where it's like a lot of the crazy depth that a lot of the people that love Evangelion talk about, like the creator was like, I just put that in there because I thought it was cool. So I don't know why. Look at all this symbolism. You see that crazy naked alien in the background? That's the symbolism for the 100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva in Hindu. Like, no, bro, you're like reading super deep into it, and the creator that wasn't thinking that shit himself.
Once again,
I feel like Zeno's the same thing.
The fans are thinking about it more than creators.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Akira Toriyama cannot
It's not
forget
that
that
deep,
Super Saiyan
bro.
3 was Super Saiyan 3 was even a thing. It's like that.
Yeah.
It,
Yep. No, he
like-
forgot Super Saiyan 2 was a thing. I
he
think.
forgot both of them were a thing at one point.
Yeah. I was like,
Because he got them confused. He was like, yeah, Super Saiyan 2, the one with the long hair. And then the interview was like, no.
guy. Oh my god. I swear to God.
Well, I mean, like Super Saiyan 1 and 2, I feel like there's not that big of a difference outside of like the blue lightning. And, like, the
I mean,
hair slightly
the hair,
longer,
the hair,
that's
yeah, the hair's
spiky.
slightly longer. You
It's
got
a
like
lot more
spiky
subtle than
hair,
Super Saiyan
lightning.
than Super Saiyan
More
3, where your
spiky
eyebrows
hair
are
is a
fucking
little more
gone.
golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one more super chat.
Got a super chat from Raymond Acebreaker with the $5 super chat saying Nintendo
Lord.
Direct might get announced tomorrow. Any predictions? Well, Kit from Kit and Krista said that if they do not show Metroid Prime 4, he's confident they're going to show it, and if they don't, he's going to shave his head. So it's going to be interesting.
I don't think they're gonna show it. Well, actually, no. Wait. How long ago was it
Been
that they
7
said?
years.
But didn't they say
That's the initial reveal.
They restarted development on it or something like that? Or was that the game
That
we
was
got?
5 years ago at this point, I think.
Oh, so okay. They did announce that they restarted development. It's been 5 years since then.
Yeah, I believe so, because I think it was 2017 when they announced, or was it 2018 when they announced they were scrapping it and then redeveloping it?
Interesting.
It was years ago. That's all we know.
Either way, I feel like we have to see something Metroid in the next presentation, whether it's Metroid Prime 2 port or remake or whatever, or Prime 4. Like, I feel like there's no way that we don't see something Metroid in the next presentation. I would love to see another 2D Metroid, whether it be... I would love to see a Super remake. People aren't ready to have that conversation, but Super is definitely in line for a remake.
Is it, Blake? Streets the
It is.
same. It's the
When
best
you think
Metroid
about it,
game.
no. Hold on. Think about it this way: Super is the oldest one now, and it is the one that has aged the worst.
Has it?
Zero Mission is great. Samus Returns, polished.
Wait, did you say Super Metroid aged the worse?
In comparison, no, what I mean to say is that it's the oldest, And
You
can
don't
you
have to
shut the
explain
fuck
yourself like a motherfucker.
It's funny because
Okay.
I don't even play the series.
Oh my
I
god.
hear
this
nothing but
instant
praise
game.
about Super Metroid. So,
Super
like,
Metroid is the
here's-
floatiest Metroid game currently. It is way too floaty, and by the standards of Metroid Dread, Samus Returns, and Zero Mission, Super Metroid is no longer the standard. That is all I'll
I
say.
have heard Super
Chad, how do you
Metroid
feel about
referred
this?
to as the closest thing to a perfect game that has ever existed.
Yeah, same.
That's
From multiple people.
Was that before or after Dread?
Leading up to Dragons, people were replaying the Metroid series.
Oh yeah, no, I was too.
Chad, how do we feel
And
about
and
Blake's
I think-
claims?
And I think Super Metroid.
I don't.
I think Super Metroid.
I don't have anything
is-
for Metroid. I don't play Metroid. So
Do you think that people had Super Metroid is rose tinted glasses and is all nostalgia, and they need to like look at what's really good?
In
like
its
Blake,
in its
or-
entirety right now, I think it's still fine. It's still playable to Super Nintendo games. Super Nintendo games have aged really well. I just played through A Link to the Past like fully a few weeks back, and that is great. Like Super Nintendo games, they hold up really well. But if I'm going to go play a 2D Metroid game right now, Super Metroid is on the bottom of my to playlist because every other game plays better than it right now.
Interesting. And you played Super Metroid before you played the ones that you're claiming is better than it, right?
Yeah, I played them all in order. I played Zero Mission. This is all before Dread. I played Zero Mission, then I played Samus Returns, then I played Super, then I played Fusion, then I played Dread on launch. So I played them all like the 2 weeks or so leading up to Dread because I did it on a whim too. I was like, okay, I'll just give Zero Mission a try, see what it's like, and then I got hooked into a 9-hour stream of Zero Mission. It was crazy.
Interesting.
I just feel like that they had nothing for that newest Metroid game. What was it, Metroid 4, that you guys are waiting for them to announce? Like they had nothing on
Prime
it,
4?
and they just announced a game that had nothing, and now it's just like they got you guys with Dread, because they made you look the other way with Dread, because Dread was like so good, I guess, to everybody. But now it's time to get the newest Metroid game a fair shake and for us to see that. But I have no thoughts about Metroid. I never sort of hype around Metroid, but whatever.
I was interested in it, but I was always a Mega Man guy, so
Yeah.
and plus I wasn't on Nintendo home consoles, so I kind of missed.
Yeah, me
a
either.
nice-
I only had Nintendo when I went to my babysitter house.
See, I love
Nintendo
Metroidvanias. I just can't get into Metroid.
Really interesting.
Which is crazy.
Like recently, I've actually been going back to play the GBA Castlevanias on my new emulation device. Really, really good. Super into them.
I just wanted for this new Nintendo Direct. I would like to see the next Pokemon game, or because it's supposed to be the Arceus game.
That's probably going to be a dedicated direct. We get.
I think that's going to
on
be in
that.
a Pokemon Presents. They
Oh,
usually
okay.
do their own things.
What about the maybe we might get a tease for the next Switch console or something like that? Or
Nope.
They already confirmed that will
that
not
is
be the
not
case.
happening.
They said specifically a month ago, they said we're going to have a presentation in June. It will not have anything to do with the next console. We plan to release the next console in fiscal 25. So they said specifically this will be like the last presentation for Switch, essentially.
okay, cool. Because I'm getting tired of Switch. I mean, I like. The
Oh my
Switch.
gosh, you motherfucker.
I'm just tired of it at this point. Actually, no, I'm not. I just got the OLED.
I would say you're gonna be crying when they launch their new fucking Switch and it's got no OLED screen. Mark my words.
I'm be so mad. I'm be so fucking pissed.
And you know what's gonna
And
happen.
I know what's gonna happen. I'm still gonna get the first iteration like an
Prepare
idiot,
yourself.
like a fucking
Oh,
moron.
You see, chat. This is where your super chat money goes to. How much money did Cranberry donate? Okay, that's enough for him to buy Sparking Zero. That's where that money's going.
Oh my
Just wait.
god. Oh my god. I think we're all crazy for that. All right.
Me?
Yeah, you too. Let's go on to Square Enix real quick. This was news that happened like a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago at this point, that Square Enix was having some problems with some of their games not selling exactly well. Like 16 did good out the gate, but sales kind of stagnated. Same with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And now Square's whole agenda is they're going to focus a little bit more on bigger titles, I think, instead of the smaller titles. I think that's what their whole thing.
They essentially said they're going to focus on more profitable blah 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 projects, and the wording they use when they talked about games they're not going to focus on is essentially like they're not going to focus on developer-led passion projects or whatever, which is kind of insulting.
So is it like so is like Star Ocean a passion project? Because that could be done.
I think that just doesn't sell well.
Damn.
I think specifically they were talking about stuff like 16. It was like, oh, it was inspired by Game of Thrones and Yoshi P, who's this beloved figure. Like, they're going to stop doing stuff like that. Instead, they're going to give you stuff like Foam Stars.
Oh my god! Did that fit? Didn't that shut down already or no?
I fucking hope so.
It didn't shut down, but it didn't do well. It's funny because they actually market the hell out of that game too.
Foamy with the homies.
So what, are we not gonna have games that are like triangle strategy anymore, or?
Well, that's Team Asana. I don't know how that works. And Team Asana has a new game confirmed to be in the works.
Okay. But yeah, people are going a little bit crazy on the timeline that 7 Rebirth didn't do that well. And I'm like, there are a whole bunch of factors to consider with that one, so I'm not surprised that it didn't sell as well as Remake. But given all the hype that not hype, but all the manpower they probably put behind Final Fantasy VII Remake as a whole, it probably should have sold a lot better. Because we know that Square Enix has a high expectations when it comes to sales. And we know that just doing good or just doing really good probably isn't enough for Square Enix at this particular point. So even though sales are, steady or they're just fine, Square Enix was probably like, nah, we need sales to be spectacular. And that's what they were expecting when they backed these projects. But I am kind of disappointed that 7 Rebirth didn't sell that well. Hopefully, the final game will do a bit better.
I mean, we know why. It's on PS5, and the PS5. There's still more people on PS4s than PS5s. That's probably going to be the case for quite a while.
Insane.
And yeah, of course, Rebirth is the second part in the game, and no matter how much they tell people, no, you can start with this one. I don't think people are buying it.
Yeah, nobody's really buying it.
It's a trailers effect. So this is what happens when you make an episodic JRPG. You can't expect the same amount of sales as you got in your first game.
A lot of people in Japan also are not vibing with the changes to the story and combat in the original.
That boy Tetsuya Nomura cooking?
I say no, but y'all can be the judge.
Cooking that booty cheeks.
I mean,
I've learned that people defend FS7 to their graves, no matter how much you point out its flaws or how much you just don't like it. They can enjoy it.
Yeah, I still haven't beaten Rebirth just yet. I'm kind of like,
and he's the biggest FS7 fan.
Yeah, you're the biggest one, so that should say something.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I haven't. I mean, like, it's more of at this point, I'm just waiting for a certain thing to go on in my life before I beat Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't know.
You getting married?
What is that?
You waiting for your own rebirth?
Could be that.
Waiting for something.
But yeah, like one of the things I didn't like about Rebirth was the side content. It was just exhausting sometimes.
Yeah,
and
it was fun for the first little bit. People will say just skip it, but the thing is, I don't know. I when I play these games, I feel like I'm obligated.
Yeah, especially me. I feel like I'm obligated to do everything I can.
At ignoring content.
But I was like, I see those fucking like areas that you have to get the you have to get the towers. You have to go to what's that little furry thing called? Moogle.
Oh, you mean Miguel?
Lord? How do you forget what a Moogle is?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm crazy.
You're the Final Fantasy VII guy.
That's
not an exception.
That's Final Fantasy in general. So technically, that's
even worse because you play more than just Final
Fantasy
VII.
I mean, like that's not Final Fantasy VII, like he's saying. So
Oh my god.
God.
But hey, I hate doing those stupid missions. I'm like, this is stupid at this point.
It's literally busy work.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I call it. It's busy work. I'm like, it's just to pad out the timing hours. It's like you shouldn't have to do any of this, but you don't have to. But I kind of feel like I have to. But anyway. So yeah, do we think Square Enix is cutting off some things? Like, there's not going to be any like creative remakes. Like, we're never going to see a Parasite Eve remake or something like that, or we're done with side games like Dual Field Chronicle, I guess. And
that's what they said, pretty much.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. I'm surprised Star Ocean got a new game, and I'm surprised they got a remake. So
might be the last game.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
Like I said, there are pros and cons when it comes to making business decisions and going big or staying small. When you go big, you got to make those big decisions. You get the big bucks, but you also have big risk that come with those. We've seen Square had have its fair share of big risk that didn't pan out in their favors in the past. Some that led to almost killing them and having to merge with other companies. And then we've seen successes that have made them arguably the biggest JRPG studio company out there. So it's like it comes with the territory when it comes to them. So they are just making the decisions that they need to that seem the most financially viable for them. And hey, if they like it, I love it.
Yorha mentioned in the chat, no Bravely Default. Aren't you a huge fan of Bravely Default, Ba?
Yes, like I said, Team Asano has a new game confirmed to be in development. Might be Bravely Default.
Okay. I need a remake for the ones that were on 3DS, or was it DS? I think it was 3DS.
3DS.
Just 3DS.
Yeah, I need Bravely Second, a Bravely Second remake. That'd be pretty good. I think I was seriously playing it on the emulator, but then I just stopped after like 15 hours. Oh no, I lost the save data. I couldn't continue.
Oof.
So yeah, it kind of sucks for Square Enix, but it is what it is. We'll see what the future holds for them. Hopefully this will teach them a lesson to go back to turn-based combat with your mainline Final Fantasy, because we don't want that dog shit that was Final Fantasy 16. Anyway.
Speaking of turn-based, what y'all know about that Expedition 33 though?
Oh yeah,
that game looks phenomenal.
That game looks amazing. Holy
Square
shit.
Enix is shitting their pants in anger right now at the reception of this game.
Like because that's what their fucking next
Because
Final Fantasy
they keep saying we can't do AAA turn-based.
Bullshit. Well, it's hype right now, so who knows what's gonna happen when the game actually releases. So we got all the hype. We'll see how well it does after it releases. But that game looks amazing. That game looks absolutely.
It's definitely on my radar.
Like holy crap!
That's a day one for me.
Like that's how a next gen or current gen rather JRPG turn-based RPG should look like. Like having all that dynamic camera angles when it comes to each attack and each skill, it just looks so fast-paced, so fluid. Like holy crap, that's what we need. It's a shame. It's coming out late 2025? You gotta wait for that game.
I think so. Probably gonna be October 2025.
Gotta get that game before we get Grand Theft Auto 6. Goddamn. But speaking of that, anybody care about the Xbox showcase?
It was amazing.
I think it was probably the best showcase that we probably had this year, honestly.
Really?
It was really good.
There's no Nintendo Direct that came out this year that was amazing? I can't remember.
I think the one in February was just okay.
But a lot of people were saying that like it wasn't like Xbox games. Like you didn't need to have an Xbox in order to play any of those games.
Well, I mean,
like,
that Xbox has been doing that for because you
now.
either play them on PC or play them on Game Pass or play them through xCloud, or they're bringing their games to PlayStation now. So like,
so if they're bringing their games to all these other platforms, what's the real point of even caring about how good this showcase did? Like this could have been
because it just had good games. That's all we
good
cared
games.
about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't give a shit about Xbox and what the fuck happens to Xbox and his family. I'm just caring about what he's fucking cooking.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, I was also surprised by the Xbox showcase. Thought it showed some pretty good games. Interested in that Gears of War. I was a Gears of War player back in the day.
Yes, sir. How'd you feel when they showed my boy Dom? He's back.
I couldn't tell if it was Dom. I was like, he looked a little bit too young to be Dom, and I was like, isn't this
a prequel?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
It is a prequel.
Yeah, at the end of the trailer,
you can tell because Marcus doesn't look completely old as fuck yet.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm prepared for that, but it's probably gonna be good. But if there's online, it's not gonna hit the same as it did back in the day. Because back in the day, it was online lobbies.
I heard that the online for Gears was great. I came into Gears late, like after everyone had like moved on, because I just played it when like Gears of War 5 came out. I played all of them in order. So I never really got to play the online, but I heard the online for Gears was really good back on 360.
It was amazing. It was one of the best things ever. Like, goddamn. So many memories. So much just me being an asshole to other people for no reason. It was great.
Chainsaw people in half for the vibes.
Yeah, man, and just be and then like teabagging them for no reason, not letting them die, letting them get back up after they got down just to kill them again.
That's some real battle behavior right there.
Yeah, they had to. No, they didn't patch that out.
I would never.
I think that was for Gears of War 2, where after someone went down and they got back up 2 times, they just killed them. Because in Gears of War 1, they just let people get up and you just bring them back down again, and then you just like do it over and over again to be an asshole, and it was just like, it was great. It was so toxic, so toxic. Loved every second of it. Yeah, Riku, what's with you? You don't like Xbox? You don't like their showcase?
He went to sleep.
Yeah, I went to sleep. I was like, the things that, like I said, the highlights for me were Expedition 33. It looks like a cool Legend of Dragoon QuickTime event turn-based RPG game. I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad it's coming to PlayStation. There's like another thing in there that I remembered. I thought it was cool. I actually thought the showcase was arguably better than PlayStation's. This is coming from a PlayStation fan, so that should. Yeah, this is, like I said, coming from a PlayStation fan. I have to use the word arguably, but if you're not a PlayStation fan, then it's probably definitely was. Like I said, there was things in the PlayStation thing that just interest me more. But if we're looking at it critically, this one was better.
Life is Strange Double Exposure was game of the show. Okay, Salazar.
Shit like that.
Let's get Grandpa Salazar to his bed.
Which game was the best game?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Fucking Life is Strange.
Life is strange.
Double
Strange.
penetration. I mean, double exposure.
Yeah,
Life
niggas are strange.
What the freak? That sounds okay. Yeah, that was a little.
I thought you don't know what Life is Strange is.
Isn't it like I don't know, like a tall tale game type deal or something?
It's inclusive, Shadow.
Oh God. Okay, no, I definitely don't know that game. Then never mind.
I heard good things. I'm not a fan of. After playing the Wacken Dead Telltale thing,
It's a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Oh yeah, we're
I
not.
was like, yeah, I play. I've
Oh, Night Fury in the chat saying can't wait for Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's talk about it. Oh, Wilds looks fucking incredible, and it's crossplay.
They showed a
I am
trailer
very
for that?
hesitant for Wilds. I want to be
They
excited.
showed more Wilds
but-
in the Xbox thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, they did.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
remember that. Okay. So once again, a Monster Hunter game is coming out. Everybody's hyping it up, and it's going to be amazing.
Here we go.
I guess.
Yep. Yep. And it's not God Eater Shadow, because I know that's where this is going.
Well, see, you see,
That's where this is going.
Uh-oh.
we don't need
God Eater
Monster
slander.
Hunter. We need God Eater. All right. We need to get Bandai
there you
Namco to stop making their stupid little arena fires with their stupid little anime fires and get back to what really matters, and that's this God Eater greatness. All right. I'm
You're
tired.
the only
of that,
nigga I know
all right?
that swears by God Eater like that. Because
Yeah, I like God Eater, but
as the person, I feel like that probably played the most Monster Hunter clones. I consider God Eater a mid-tier Monster Hunter clone.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's a mid-tier one.
You gotta understand something. God Eater is amazing. It's one of the best things ever. And I'm not just saying
Stop
that.
this.
I'm not just saying that because it's the only hunting style game I actually like. Okay.
Did you play Soul Sacrifice?
Did I play that game? I think I did. I think I liked it.
I don't know. I feel like you thinking about it means you didn't. Because if you did,
Oh.
you wouldn't be talking the way you are.
I
Oh,
know,
wow.
I
I think I got to that song you were talking about.
think I did. I mean, I played Freedom Wars. Does that count?
is it against a human, Blake?
I would say Freedom
Yeah,
Wars
sure is.
better than God
Yep.
Eater.
That song.
You said that
It had
Freedom
more
Wars
edits.
is better than God Eater?
Yes, Freedom Wars was better than God Eater.
Oh my god!
Yes, it was.
What the fuck?
How?
Freedom Wars is better than God Eater. Ragnarok Odyssey was better than God Eater.
What?
Soul
Okay, now
Sacrifice is better
you're
than
being
God Eater.
crazy. Now you're being crazy. 'Cause I could have
Ragnarok Odyssey Ace in particular. Yes,
literally
definitely,
could have.
easily, by far.
I literally could have gave you Freedom Wars, but Ragnarok Odyssey.
Ragnarok Odyssey Ace, yes.
What was that other
Ragnarok
game?
Odyssey Ace.
What was that other game?
Soul Sacrifice.
No, it was another one. There
Soul
was another
Sacrifice, Ragnarok Odyssey, and Freedom Wars
No,
are better than God Eater.
There was
All
another.
three of them.
What was the other game?
Tokiden.
Tokiden?
I wouldn't say Tokiden was better.
Okay,
I
now
wouldn't say Tokiden was better than God Eater.
now you're okay. Now you're
That's
okay.
the Koei Tecmo one, so you would assume that I would stand for that one. No,
But
that one, I feel like that one was the weakest.
The
That one felt like it was trying to be Monster Hunter the most. Which,
Oh, did you play all the God Eaters? Did you play 1, 2, and 3?
yes, and I platinum.
I don't know.
1,
You
2,
kind
1 and
of
2.
said that a little bit like hesitant. You sure?
Yeah, I platinum them.
Okay, all right. Just
I only said it hesitant because they weren't that memorable. So I'm like,
Ah, man. Nah, I'm not.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah.
It's just-
Me liking God Eaters is a preference. Like honestly, I'm messing around.
Like, I'm looking at them
I don't think they're
critically.
that.
It's like,
I don't
critically-
think they're that great. They're fun to play. Like they're not.
I'll tell you one I didn't play
Amazing.
because I feel like that one's more of a Souls like. The Code Vein, that's more like a Souls like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more. Like
It is a Souls-like, yeah.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, that one doesn't
type
count.
deal. Yeah.
But that was made by the God Eater people, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like is it a sequel or is it just set in the same universe? I think it's set in the same universe as God Eater.
I didn't even know they were connected that
Yeah.
way.
Neither
So
did I.
Yeah. But yeah, God Eater still. We need another God Eater game. We need God Eater 4 out
No,
in
we
the
don't.
streets. Yeah.
No, we don't.
I need that.
I'm surprised you niggas got a third one.
I ain't gonna lie, you're right. We shouldn't have gotten the third one because
Y'all shouldn't have got that third one.
that probably didn't do that good anyway.
Yeah,
So-
it's like y'all brought it back and it didn't. I don't think
Didn't
it
even
did
sell.
numbers.
Yeah, it
So,
didn't even
this
do
shit
numbers.
Definitely did.
I'm so glad we got it though.
Jam calls that
I'm
same
happy
universe
for you,
off to
I'll
the
take
side.
What do you say? Oh,
Same universe off to the side.
Okay, so it's the
Interesting.
same universe, yeah. Cause I think like it was a bonus boss that Origami showed up in Code Vein or something like that, or it was an evolution or something like that to a creature that was in Code Vein. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't play Code Vein. I can't do the Dark Souls stuff. Can't do it.
This song is fucking crazy.
All right. I think that's about it. We got anything else that we need to cover?
Well, I mean, there's a lot that I could talk about. You know, we had Sonic X Generations, we had
Okay.
Monster
That's true.
Hunter.
We do got the
We
Sonic.
had-
It's Sonic topics.
Oh god, here we go.
And we did talk about the Dragon Ball Z. You got to talk about Dragon Ball Furry Edition because that's basically what Sonic.
Yes, sir. Wait.
Kind of always was. So like, let's give Sonic some goddamn flowers because
All
they're
right,
doing some good
so
shit out here. So.
let's go. Let's bring it over to our furry correspondent Blake, and let.
What?
We're actually doing this.
You say this every time. You act like we don't talk about every Sonic thing on this podcast. We talk about superstars. We talk about main. You know, but why don't you fuck off and go take a nap? All right, listen. It's
I
real niggas
should,
right here.
honestly.
Right.
I really
So,
should.
Sonic X Shadow Generations, bro. We've got some great info coming right off the presses, bro. The trailer was great. AMVs are back and alive. Linkin Park has been on my timeline more in the last week than I've seen in the last 10 years. Honestly, bro. It's crazy. The new Shadow content looks great. He's gonna fucking use this power to beat some ass. Maria's gonna get shot. Black Doom is back. Sean Schemmel is not voicing his role again and reprising it as Black Doom, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. The gameplay looks delicious. We got Space Colony Arc back. I've been avoiding a lot of the more in detail stuff because I don't want to be super spoiled. Generations is going to be just fully remastered. It's going to be great. They're bringing back Chows, at least in cutscenes. In the future, they want to bring back Chows to the series as a whole, and that's going to be great. Maybe we'll get an Adventure 3, but that's wishful thinking. But yeah, no, that's yeah. All right, I got my nut out. I'm good.
Sonic Generations is looking good. I am surprised they're putting this much additional shit into it.
And that's selling it for only
has been-
$40 too. Like
Sonic has been
Or for-
in
or for only
in
$50, sorry.
a net positive for what, the past 2.5 years or so, and I'm here for it.
So it's an
Because,
it's an
like,
enhanced
I've used-
version, right? Of Generations. That's all it says, right?
Yes, this is a remaster / expanded version of the game.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. And it has Shadow, and
Um,
Shadow has his own little stages and stuff like that. All right.
Yeah, they're alluding to the fact that the Shadow portion is Frontiers inspired, so he might have his own skill tree and all of that other stuff, and he's going to be using his Doom powers and his Chaos powers. So all of that I'm looking forward to probably more than anything that the original Generations had to offer.
So
And I feel like they're using that as one of the heavy key selling points for people that are like, oh, I played Generations already, I don't need to play that again. Wait, Shadow's here. So it's like they're using that as another reason for people to hop back into it.
actually, I do want to play Generations again. I did enjoy Generations. That was-
Your name is literally Shadow. You better.
So wait a minute. Is this game only this game because of I think the Sonic movie
Year of Shadow?
is introducing Shadow. I think the next Sonic movie.
Maybe.
I mean, it is Year of Shadow. You
So,
know
Hey, man,
about that,
I'm,
right?
I'm all for it. Bring Shadow back into the spotlight. Let's go.
So why couldn't they just make a new game?
Shadow. Shadow. You do know about Year of Shadow,
It's
right?
Probably.
No.
Oh,
Lord?
he don't know. He doesn't know.
Like, tell him about Year of Shadow.
So the Year of Shadow is an initiative that Sonic Team and Paramount have launched, where they're going to be essentially just filling us to the brim with Shadow the Hedgehog content. They added Shadow or a shadow costume. I'm gonna come in you. They added a Shadow costume to Sonic and Sonic Superstars at the beginning of the year. That game's kind of ass, but we're getting Shadow the Hedgehog. We're getting an actual short, like an animated short, kind of what they did for Frontiers, but for Sonic X Shadow Generations, where Shadow's going to be kind of explaining how he got there, where he got to. We've got a lot of Shadow merchandise, and of course, at the end of the year, we're going to see the triumphant big boy on the big screen fighting a fucking lizard in space. It's going to be hype. I'm going to be there. Riku's going to be there. Bao's probably going to be dead in the ditch. We can all hope, but we don't know what's going to happen. So
what?
Crazy.
I'm a Shadow fan.
And as a person who uses
A
the
bigger
name
Shadow
I
fan
feel like
than
you
you.
should know that, Shadow.
I'm sorry. What should I know?
How many times have we said the word Shadow this?
Oh my gosh, and he's not even paying attention. Crazy.
I don't know. Like I like Shadow. Like you would think I would love Shadow, especially when he debuted back in the day. But I was like, nah. I just like Sonic better. I'm always a Sonic.
I mean, I do too, but like Shadow's
all right,
Shadow
you got to change your fucking tag now to fucking.
They said you said
what is it? Shadow? No, it's got to be Sonic Elite now.
What is your name? Okay, so it doesn't seem like your name is based off of Shadow the Hedgehog. What is your name based off of?
Yeah, this was way back in the day when I was just sitting in class and I was trying to think of an Xbox 360 username.
Nice.
And it's actually based off of Zoids. To be honest.
Really?
I think it's
did anybody know this, or is this new Shadow Lore?
This is new lore to me. I didn't know this.
Yeah. So
I always thought it was Sonic the Hedgehog or something
absolutely not.
adjacent.
No,
You said absolutely not. You okay? You don't have to throw in the absolutely. You disrespectful ass nigga. Okay.
It's based off of Zoids with the organoid being named Shadow, and I just thought of that.
Right.
And then I thought Elite was pretty cool, so put them together. Yeah, that's what you
I didn't even know you were a Zoids nigga. Being someone that's not really into like mechs overall.
Oh, it's the only mech that I actually like really respect. Like I love Zoids.
What the fuck? Interesting.
Yeah.
Did anybody know this either?
I did.
This is more Shadow.
Just mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Zero, Shield Liger.
He's an undercover Zoids fan. I didn't know that.
Genosaur, Genobreaker. Love all that shit.
Zoids
Got super
are
chat from
awesome.
Night Fury as well,
Speaking-
saying
that
can't
was
wait
the
to
other
hear
game they showed.
Keanu
Mecha
voicing Shadow in the
Breaker?
movie. Hell yeah.
Oh, let's go back to that super chat real quick. Read that back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Night Fury with the super chat saying can't wait to hear Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow in the movie.
Oh, he's voicing Shadow? Oh,
Yes,
really?
yes.
Oh,
yeah, they
shit.
confirmed that.
Oh,
Are you gonna see it now?
yeah, I'm definitely gonna see it now. Hell yeah,
Let's go.
absolutely.
We got Shadow on board to watch Shadow on the big screen.
Actually, yeah, because the last Sonic movie was pretty good. Except for the human parts. The human parts, or the people characters.
They overstayed their welcome.
Yeah,
I can agree with you.
The whole wedding thing was completely uncalled for. But I guess it was like a kids movie, so you need something for the parents or some shit. I don't know.
I will take the wedding scene 3 more times over the stupid Bruno Mars cabin dance scene.
Oh yeah, they also did that as well. Yeah, they had like musical.
That scene is so fucking terrible. Oh,
So I shouldn't watch this movie because it's garbage. Okay.
You like Bruno Mars? You're a normie. He'd be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So is that all the Year of Shadow that's going on with this? Like, you know,
Hopefully.
what if this all culminates to a Sonic Adventure 3?
Then we are in the right timeline. That's all I'll say. But we're not gonna get my hopes up on Sonic Adventure 3. But
what do you guys think will come out first? A Sonic Adventure 3 or another Mega Man X game?
Mega Man.
Damn.
Really? Well, he said Mega Man X in particular.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's a hard one because
X9.
First of all, they've been avoiding new Mega Man content. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you these little like legacy collections here and there. But a new Mega Man game, you're right, buddy, right? And then on top of that, they haven't given us new Mega Man X unless you're talking about X Dive. They haven't given us new Mega Man X content since what fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Brand new.
So yeah, that's even more rare.
Besides the Legacy Collection,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and I am the X stan here. I'm an undercover X stan. I don't even know if that's undercover. I love X.
Well, do you like him more than Zero?
Yes.
Okay, good man. Okay, good
Lord?
job. Good job.
Whoa, what does that mean? I love Zero too.
I love Zero too, but I like X better.
Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern with you, Shadow. Right? First you said I like Goku, and then you said I like Sonic,
I like
and then
Sonic.
you're like I like X. Are we seeing a pattern here that Shadow's just
Somebody's
like
Shadows
like
are
Naruto
goody
fan.
two shoes.
I bet he prefers Naruto over Sasuke.
Type of character. Nothing wrong with that because I like Sonic over Shadow. I like X over Zero, but I don't know about that third one. But I'm seeing a pattern with you here, buddy.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah, you might see something. It might be there. What you see? I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. At least you're willing to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That there's something there.
All right. So I think that's about all we have for you guys. Unless it's something else.
Paper Mario happened. Did anyone play Thousand Year Door beside me?
Okay, I'm confused
Lord?
with Paper Mario. Is that an RPG?
It is.
Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah, it's like 40 hours. Yeah,
What
you
was
got
the
party
first
members.
Was
The 64 game Paper Mario. Wasn't it just called Paper
no,
Mario?
no. What was the first
Yep.
Mario RPG game? Was it Mario
The
RPG?
Super Nintendo one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Mario RPG by
And
Square
then
Enix.
Yeah.
Thousand Year Door is another one. Okay, all right.
Thousand Year Door was GameCube. Paper Mario on 64 was right after RPG. And then I think they did the Mario and Luigi series on Game Boy, which I think is also RPGs.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah, Mario's weird. They've got like a split of like 3 of them.
So they just drip feeding people all this like Nintendo nostalgia stuff. And we're,
Yeah.
Well, apparently-
so all you've been getting
apparently,
is remakes.
Yeah, apparently Thousand Year Door remake was completed a year ago, and they were just waiting for a slow year. Which apparently is also
That's
true
very
for
weird.
genealogy.
That's very weird that Nintendo can do that. They can just make a game complete
Oh
and
my
just put it
God.
on the back burner.
Hey, according to rumors as well, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker have been done.
oh my
the
god.
Actually, that Fire Emblem genealogy remake that was leaked
Yeah,
with
it's
3
also
houses, not 3 houses, Engage, should be done for like 2 years now.
Yeah, they've just been waiting for a dry year.
Jesus Christ. Nintendo got stuck money in the bank.
Fucking Advance Wars? Advance Wars, we all know that shit was done for a long time.
Wow,
Yeah, it's wild that Nintendo can do that. It's smart and impressive in comparison to what the other motherfuckers are doing. They're coming out and saying, "Hey niggas, we don't got shit for you this year, so don't look forward to nothing." Here's some PlayStation 2 classics though. Like, jeez.
Or announcing
thanks,
a game stupid early.
Yeah.
Like what was that? What was it? Not Elden Ring. Elder Scrolls. We still don't see anything on that new game. How long ago was that announced?
Actually, they confirmed we probably won't see that for another like half decade.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Well,
I
At
don't,
least they
I don't think,
straight
I
up
don't
told
think they're
us.
going to want to talk about it until they're fully done with Starfield. And I think we're supposed to be getting 2 more DLC packs for Starfield.
Honestly, I think I'd be fine with them dropping support for Starfield.
Yeah, I feel like after this Starfield's
Allocate that energy somewhere else, because unless you overhaul the game, I just don't think this is it.
As much as we think that, they probably are already committed to that, and they're not going to stop.
Unfortunately.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. I got some Nikkei dailies to do.
Nikkei.
Time for Nikkei, but he can't play Rebirth?
Yes. Well, you guys know about Nikkei? You guys know what Nikkei is? I'm surprised.
Oh no, we do.
Kind of hard not to see
That's
it.
that's why we reacted the way we did.
Hey, speaking of Nikkei, did you finish Stellar Blade Shadow, or did you get to the first hour, jerk off, and then turn it off?
Crazy.
Yeah, actually, that's not right. I jerked off like 3 times and then I turned it off.
Oh.
No,
At least he's honest, people.
I gotta get back to it. I gotta get back to Stellar Blade. But the problem with Stellar Blade is I want all the costumes and then I want to play the game. I don't want to have to unlock all the costumes. I just want to have them. So if there's a way to get like a save data from somebody and just give me
Lord?
like their New Game Plus or some shit like that, so I can play the
no
game.
way.
I'm not giving you my PSN.
This boy is different. This is your boys, your man's.
Like I'd rather do that. I'm willing to pay somebody to give me their save data.
Crazy.
How much we talking? How much? How much we talking?
Live.
How much?
Yeah, I'll give you a $50. You know.
How about you send me that 3DS and we'll talk.
Crazy.
All right, let's go to our outros here. Bob, go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another HPMP episode. It was good to talk about these RPGs. Hope you are playing something fun this weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. Q better have my money.
God damn. The months are counting down because, like, it seems like with this podcast, we're not going to be here until next month, and that's going to be another month down that Q hasn't even beaten Sky One. Love to see it. Blake?
It has been that time. Thank you to everyone for coming out. We had a great show. Who's to say that we can't have fun with just the four boys? We'll have another show probably by next show. We'll be playing Daybreak, so look forward to that. And yeah, it's gonna be great. I'll still be streaming on my Twitch page. You can find me at twitch.tv/WesttownHD. If I do get a early review code for Daybreak, I will be streaming it. If not, I'll pick it up eventually. But yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right, Riku?
Riku-san won the only one. Thank you, everyone that stuck through on the live podcast. I hope you had a fun time. We had a fun time providing this entertainment to you, and hope to see you in the future.
Alrighty, guys. You guys know me, Mr. JRPG Shadow. Be looking forward to the new video coming up soon. Make sure you support it by hitting the like button and commenting, and get a little make sure you watch the video. Your brother needs the retention time. All right, and we will definitely catch you guys next time. Look forward to the podcast being uploaded to podcast services near you. All right, we are out of here. Peace.
Peace out, people.
See ya.
Now, if I can find the end stream button.
Oh, you can't find the hole. You heard it here first.
Hey, man, that whole be confusing. You see some of these girls' coochie, that shit be looking wild sometimes.
Are we offline?
They be having big lips. They be having dark, black girls be having, like, the darkest lips. Okay, you know what? Let me make sure.